Good evening, Raider Nation. This is RJ coming at you live from the Wright State eSports Center, where your Wright State Raiders are getting set to take on a familiar foe in University of Mary Washington Eagles in the grand finals of Division 6 in a best-of-5 series of Valorant. I am joined once again by Jabub. As we get started, it is going to be a full best of 5 tonight, which is why we're getting started just a little bit early. But we're hoping that Wright State will be able to close out the season here by winning their division so that they can hopefully get their eye on getting promoted heading into next semester. So Jabub, it's going to be our first best of 5 here. We're not a unfamiliar map, though, for our Raiders. It's going to be Haven we're starting out on the defensive side.
Yeah, it's all going to come down to how they played well before. The last time we saw them, I mean, you have Topaz coming in through mid and Tubby surviving, and I think those are the two biggest factors coming to this. But last time, I don't think we streamed this game versus Mary Washington. I don't believe so. I don't know. I forget how it went.
But yeah, I believe it did end up in a win, but it was one we were unable to stream at the time. But we're here for this one as we start to get into the opening map here. Yeah, we do know that on Haven, Topaz in particular, back on that Killjoy. We do know how much he loves to try to get those lurks through B site when the spike is down on either end, but he's going to have to wait to do that as the Raiders are starting off on the defensive side. It's looking like an all-out C rush early on here, and if it is, Wright State do appear to be ready for it. The heart of their defense is lined up, ready for that push. It's going to be the opening pistol round here, and I feel like the Raiders have had pretty good success on the pistol rounds all in all, but even when they've stomped in the past, the pistol rounds have sometimes been when they've dropped rounds to Window jumps right into the crosshairs of Tleg. Some are trying to get something in trade. They do throw the smoke up, trying to defend the rush, but will not be able to defend CS Leaf. Full-on push here. Wright State yet to get a kill. The site is definitely within the grasp of the Eagles now. All 5 on site with their Killjoy, and speaking of Killjoy, Topaz able to get the Raiders on the board here, but his last remaining teammate does fall. Swing's trying to get something. Able to keep his life. He's playing his life really well, but not accomplishing much with it, unfortunately. And the opening round goes to the Eagles.
Yeah, they just sat back and waited for Window to push up too long. I mean, the Raiders have shown that a couple of times. Maybe they looked into it, but they just waited. I mean, Sugar they all 3, and just including Sugar, just waited and got Window on the pick, and CS Leaf was caught in that Kobe position. It was kind of a nice spray by Sugar with the frenzy, but it just wasn't Wright State's favor, and Mary Washington definitely read that round.
Might be looking to repeat their tactic from the opening pistol round. Spike is lining up on C site yet again. Only Tubby defending. He jumps out right into the scopes of Sugar, but Sugar did not pull the trigger, so Tubby might still be unaware of just how much behind this push there is. AK already armed with a shotgun. Some members are rotating back over to where Tubby is for Wright State. Defense coming in. Their Neon, though, pushes a little too deep. And Tubby is the beneficiary. He's traded out by Tleg, though. Tubby and Sugar fighting through the smoke. Tubby rotates back around to cut off Shizo after he cuts him down, but now it's all down
there
to Summer. on that
Spike
Sky.
planted.
Spike
One
down!
enemy remaining.
We'll get a good pistol kill. Throws the flash around, but he loses track of Teledge. A little messy there, and it's a 2-0 start for the
Their
Eagles.
teeth will chatter in the cold and dark.
As we do have a tech pause coming in, but I do want to talk about that last round. Really good effort from the Raiders, having no weapons going into that round. Having Tubby 3 kills with the classic on-site contested by himself is kind of unheard of. I mean, he played so well in that scenario, and even though the Raiders lost the round, it's really good for the economy. We have Sugar going for the bonus with only not even 3K, and so it's going to impact. They're going to have to rebuy armor if they want to actually invest in this round, or the Raiders might get an easier round here with only to leg with the Spectre. But we probably either see some low buys here from Mary Washington, or they'll just fully invest into it.
Teledge has been impressing early for the Eagles, and apparently he was the one with a mic that wasn't working. But 4-0 start for him as this Raiders defense is unable to survive the opening rounds. We are out of the tech pause now. We'll get back into this here. Looks like they're shaking things up on the offense are the Eagles. Spike is in the vicinity of A, but it could easily pivot into a B site push. Raiders defense is spread out at the moment, ready to rotate to the site. And they do throw util through. CS Leaf defending this B site. Has to jump away. Topaz cannot. Tubby is able to trade him out. As they go for the plant in. Oh, they don't!
Spike
The
down.
spike dart shuts down the spike plant attempt. 2 fall, 3 fall. Window keeps it coming with that shotgun. It's a nearly flawless retake from the Raiders to get themselves on the board here.
Yeah, as I see, like I said in the last round, Mary Washington didn't really invest anything into it, and they just was like, we'll just push B, and Window is just going to be there with a judge, just going to come flying in when you don't have really anything to stop him. Yeah, I mean, it should have been around for the Raiders, and it was with the weaponry invested, and now if Mary Washington loses this round, their economy is broken. That's what's so big about getting that many kills on their bonus round.
Wright State have a window to get some momentum rolling now. Spike is not moving from C at the moment, but it can change in a heartbeat. Tubby once again, Soul Man defending C. Wright State just waiting for somebody to poke their heads out now. But the offense has been very, very quiet to open round number 4 here. Jesus. Trying to crawl through mid, but spotted by the bot on the ground. Meanwhile, the spike has been rotated back onto A site with not a whole lot of information available here for the Eagles. Just kind of.
You might see the Phoenix ult come out here from Sugar here in this round. I think they need it.
Windows got the. Oh, he saw it in the window. Oh, swings it! Not able to get anything before he falls. Topaz, though, able to trade out something with his death. CS Leaf. Alright, oh, Summer, though, with the 2K. The Phoenix will coming down, but Summer with a 3rd. Still spraying, trying to find the last man standing. It's Chunk Walrus. It's a 1v1 with him and Tubby.
With 15 seconds on the clock, Chunk has to plant. I think Tubby's just going to give him space.
10 seconds left.
Just back out and wait for him to try and plant. 5 seconds on the clock. Shock Dart's trying to deny the plant, but not able to. Plant is down A side. Tubby has been able to pull off 1v1s in situations much like this in the past. Not sure where Chonk has decided to set up shop here. He will find him. And that should be, yeah, that will have more than enough time to get the defuse down there as the Raiders draw even thanks to the 1v1 clutch from Tubby.
Now sleep.
Yeah, that was a very close round. I mean, it's going to break the economy of Mary Washington. I just want to point out Summer hiding on A site for a solid 10 seconds when Mary Washington took site, and he was sitting there hiding in sight and comes up with a 3K because they didn't clear him. It was just huge from Summer to not be seen, and it was just the impact. Even though Window was seen and he did get his, but the patience from Summer to wait on those 3 kills is what you like to see if you're a Raiders fan.
Definitely what we want to see. The part of the push has been spotted by that drone on C. The Raiders are rotating away from it, despite not mirroring that action. Shizo is trying to find something here. Chunk Walrus finds Window on his 6.
What a shot from the Stinger. He scoped and he used the burst is insane, but Topaz.
Topaz. No, you're not allowed to lurk through mid. That's my shtick. Now the spike is coming back to C.
You're good.
The neon walls coming up. AK might be able to get a pretty good angle out here. He does see the Hunter's Fury coming down from Tubby, but can't walk into it. Topaz definitely knows he's there! Can't avoid the shotgun. Summer trades him out. Neon ult coming down. The 2v3 for Wright State. Does spot CS Leaf trying to get pushed out, but AK gets both. It's a 4K for the Neon. And the Eagles take back the lead.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna criticize Wright State here for a sec. When the opponent has low economy, I don't get why the team is backing up site. They're playing with Buckies and low economy weapons, but I know they don't know that. But if you're going to a low buy and the other team has like Buckies and short range weapons, you let them take site. It's gonna be so hard to retake that site when they have shotguns to deal with. But great round from AK in that neon ult.
Stealing sight. Yeah, fantastic neon ult. Catapults him to 8-3 so far.
Placing swamp grenade.
There's going to be another C site push. State just giving it to him as the neon walls come down once again in much the same manner. They're going for the plant. Even where AK is trying to sprint down through the box. He runs through, but CSV finds him. Topaz, though, has a great angle! Great flank coming down from him, and Window is going to cut through this plant site. It should be a Wright State site with only the Killjoy still on. Shizo is able to find one. I mean, it's a little bit easier. Finds 2. Tubby trying to find them. Tubby just runs out of time. It's a big thrifty round for Wright State. They looked masterful cutting down that post plant from the Eagles.
See, that was a really good retake from Wright State. I mean, they're going into, again, a team with weaponry instead of the close range, so they're able to retake into that site. And definitely the picks on from CS Leaf of AK sliding in that smoke really made the space back sight really takeable, but
well, we do see the Odin in the hands of CS Leaf, and 4 ultimates on the board for Wright State. Try and pull ahead here with a tied game 3-3. That's not going to help that effort. AK finds Summer.
Shadows traveling.
Jumping through to A site, an undefended A site with the neon walls. It should be an easy plant. Wright State are rotating over, but Shizo finds Topaz in mid. Window able to start trying to make some ground here. He's able to find 2. That will be Wright State zone. CS Leaf holding the defuse. And they're none the wiser. He's just going to get the defuse off. They didn't even try to shoot at him. They just must have not known that he was going for that at all. Everyone from Wright State will lose their lives for it. but the round will be theirs. CS Leaf, with the composure to stay on that defuse, puts Wright State ahead.
Just the correct. I believe Tubby was the only Wright State member alive at the end of the round, but I think Window tricked them out, because Window was looking like he was going to tap the bomb, was on the bomb. I think he was trying to tap it, but as CS Leaf tapped it, they killed Window through the smoke, and they thought that was the diffuser, when in fact it definitely was not.
Certainly not. Meanwhile, might be another C site push here. That has been the site, I feel, where the Eagles have had the best luck. CS Leaf gets spotted, and Shizo does take a few shots from the turret. CS Leaf trying to find him through that door, not able to. Spike is still on C site, and that is where 4 members, now 2 rotating away for the Eagles. Spike might be following them. Meanwhile, Window might have the perfect opportunity. He doesn't have a shotgun, but he is able to find one before falling. The rest of the team not so lucky. That's 2 down for Wright State. And as the Eagles rotate onto A site, that should be free. They do have CS Leaf up in heaven, and they will send down their Killjoy ult here with the plant going down.
Spike planted. Gotta go. You should run.
Buy themselves some room. And the attacker Killjoy comes down right beside it. One player does get detained. He'll be easily dealt with by Topaz. He'll also take down the attacker Killjoy. AK, though, does find CS. Tubby, though, found all alone in the middle of the site, as is Topaz. And that will be the Eagles' round. We are still tied here on Haven.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, a good couple of ults invested into this round. You got both KJ ults and the Owen ult from CS Leaf to rotate quickly, and a lot of invested, but it ended in Mary Washington's favor. I mean, even though they did kill the Killjoy ult, Wright State killed their Killjoy ult, but it just wasn't enough, as the numbers disadvantage was too great.
Wright State looking to... Either of these teams looking to break this tie. It feels like the score has been just about equal for this entire opening map. Window, though, working on the side, pushed up far. Is finding one here, will find 2 before going down. And things are all equal now on the map. 3v3. After the very deep lurk from Window, we'll buy him 2.
As you see, Summer needs to go off in this round. He's the only one with a rifle on Wright State with that Guardian. And as Mary Washington has kind of read this, as they're going into not the hero rifle.
They are rotating back into that ever-reliable C site. Topaz is on there, but he is tilled out and swung on by Phoenix. All down to Summer. He is in the back of sight, but they know exactly where he is. Chunk Walrus gets 3, and the Eagles move to 5. 5-4, your score.
Yeah, I mean, Wright State was on an eco. I mean, they had only the hero rifle onto Summer, and it just didn't work out. But I mean, Mary Washington is just abusing the C site. I really think Wright State should make a change, but it's just been C, and it's been working, and or just waiting and going C. This last A push though did work for Mary Washington. It looks like they're just going back to that.
Yep, switching things up for an A site push. All 5 of their players aiding in this.
Face your fear!
Over! You're dead!
Coming down, Summer swung on. Taken out by Shizo. The Neon runs in, is taken out, but both of Wright State's biggest offensive weapons are down. Summer and Winter. As Tolet goes before the plant, should be able to get this
Spike planted.
off, even with those Raiders up in heaven. Sugar knows exactly where they are. Really trying to get some shots down. Is able to find one. The rest of this team down low putting in work as well, 2v2. But Telej is in a good spot here. Topaz almost spotted him out. That's all down to Tubby, but he's getting stared at and taken out while still up there in heaven. I feel like this is one of the first times we've had a multi-round lead here on this map. 6-4 is your new score.
Yeah, this might be the first time when we streamed to, I mean, the Raiders were just dominating during the regular season and that quarterfinals. I mean, it was just back and forth. It really wasn't, or just a blowout. It was either or.
I know, at least on this map, I think this is the first time since the first 2 rounds and either team has had a multi-round lead. Both of them have been in favor of Mary Washington.
Now, it looks like the Raiders did switch up their defense. Summer has gone to the B site and Topaz is set up on the A site, but they might go back to their old bread and butter of C.
Still not committing to anything yet. They did spot Summer on the site. Window is the sole defender on B as CS Leaf lurks somewhat deeply. Shizo trying to find somebody. But if I know Window like I think I know Window, he's gonna... He likes spots like those, so I think he's gonna stay back there. He's gonna swing him. Chunk Walrus, though, does take care of CS Leaf just to the west of where Window and Shizo are. Some are trying to take his place in that direction, but it looks like this will be another C site push. Has to rotate away. It was a great double stun, but Sugar finds Summer. And the bad news just keeps on coming for Wright State. Window jumping, trying to find something to get something done, is able to get Wright State their first kill in this round, but it's all down to Window now to try and... But he is not aware of Sugar to his 3 o'clock. That will be another round.
Last round in the half.
Mary Washington.
Go, go, go!
Yeah, I mean, it's not just a star performance from anyone on Mary Washington. They're all playing together really well. If you look at the scoreboard, no player's really standing out in the stats-wise when you just have the eye test, and it looks like they're actually going to opt for a timeout.
Whatever they're doing, I like it.
Timeout after winning 4 straight rounds? Okay. Maybe this is a bit of a mental warfare for Mary Washington, or they are a team with an actual dedicated coach. That's a coach death. But yeah,
I don't mind this timeout. Okay, this is the last round of the half. You have all the momentum going with you. You can just... I think they're just going to do a quick set play here with the ults they have. They realize, hey, Wright State, they're investing everything they can into it. It's the last round of the half. Let's just make up a play. We have 2 timeouts for map, and, we can do something funky here. We can, it doesn't really snowball into anything. They can do anything. They can buy 4 ops and go down C long and just stare of where Toby likes to jump. But I think they're just getting a set play here and just, maybe not being too overconfident after winning 4 straight.
And look where it's headed. Spike back on C. Big push onto mid by Wright State. There's no one home. As that same play, the neon wall comes down to get them through C. Topaz able to find 1, but man advantage is the Eagles once again with Window on very low health. Is getting killed out, but is getting chased away by the Hunter's Fury. Is taken care of. 2 though, Summer and Tubby getting back in favor here to try and close out the map to get a little bit of momentum as they head to attacker side. It's all down to Shizo if he wants to preserve this momentum. You know exactly where he is, and Summer takes care of him. Wright State able to end the half on a high note after the timeout. Going into the half,
Stop that
it's
shit, teammate.
7-5 for the Eagles.
Hailing over here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Switching
surprised
sides.
Wright State got back in the round. I think it was a 2v4, correct me if I'm wrong, but, I mean, big swings from kills from window through the smoke, or as the smoke faded, and Summer, just being Summer, doing Summer things, and we haven't really seen much of that, as he is 10-7, and we're used to Summer dropping 20 kills in the first half. I think this might be the warm-up game for him. So let's see. I mean, we still have a whole VO5 to play. He can definitely heat up by the end. But this is definitely the Summer we haven't been seeing all season. And Wright State would love to see Summer right now.
Summer will have a big chance to right the ship here as we head towards the attacking half for Wright State. They will be in the red with Mary Washington in the green now. Window working through with the shotgun as AK just tries to pressure them away from the A site with his pistol. Looks instead like a B site push coming down from the Raiders. They're getting in the site there without... Oh, the window is taken out, though, by Telege, but he will get the shot, get the spike down, and Summer takes two, goes for the 3 kill on the stun, trying to get the 4, but doesn't
One
have
enemy
aim
remaining.
that time. Will take it that
That's
time.
done.
Just
Right.
when you were asking for it, Jabub, it's Summer with the 4K to get Wright State on a good start here in the attacking half.
Yeah, just now he's back at the top of the scoreboard for Wright State. I mean, we need a big pistol round. That's what Wright State needed. We're currently 1-1 on pistols so far, and if Raiders want to make a statement, they can just start with a pistol round attack and win this next round. And we won't have a force coming out from Mary Washington. Like, the most expensive thing being a sheriff on AK could be deadly though, as AK has been playing pretty well this match.
The spike is left sitting on closer to C site, but looks like the heart of the Raiders just looking for something here. And window runs right past Shizo, takes him out for Judge. Does find something else, but doesn't have the confidence to go for a kill on the AK, but CS Leaf able to take him out. It's going to be another B-site push here. Window will find one before going down, but gave up an angle to Telege. Doesn't matter. His teammate Summers got his back and the plant.
Spike planted.
All down to AK now, and Wright State seem to have his number. They know exactly where he is. Sending all the util after him. Shooting right through the corner. No point in saving if all you've got's a pistol. Summers just running after him. We'll find him. Wright State draw even. Well, we know how much the Eagles like C site. Maybe Wright State's golden site this map is going to be the B site. Because 2 straight offensive pushes have worked pretty well for them so far, Jabot.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you have Window, who loves the Judge, and B is a tight site. Very tight angles and very close angles, so if you just have Window with the Judge there, it's very deadly. As the side of Mary Washington, AK is also used to Judge on 8 long. Which is kind of weird, in my opinion, but...
Window's got that Judge. Once again, trying to get a possible C push here, but jumps through the util, doesn't die. CSC, so making his way onto C. This time it's Wright State trying to take C without too much of an issue. Tubby going for the plant. The entryway into the back of the end zone off. Topaz able to get one before the rest of the defense pushes onto him, but Summer and Window make sure his sacrifice was not in vain. Exactly where Shizo is, Tubby in the right place to profit.
Not ready
Chunk
yet.
Walrus, it's all down to him and that Odin. But that timer is ticking away. Might just want to save that Odin chunk. Odin will allow him to find the Neon jumping around, but Summer has Windows back. Wright State win 3 straight to get back in the lead here.
So I want to bring you back to the quarterfinals of this. Wright State, I think, won almost every bonus round in that quarterfinals, and they're back. They're the masters of this bonus round. If they win pistol, they usually win their bonus round when the other team has better weapons than them. And now we just see a timeout from Mary Washington where, I mean, this is a much needed timeout. Maybe you did need to say the other timeout as you have none remaining and you have a broken economy.
Yeah, they called a timeout and immediately lost 4 straight. We'll call another timeout here to hopefully get a bit more success out of it. And we do see Window trading out his Judge for an Odin. And frankly, I'm not sure which one he likes better, so I'll take him on either at this point. And Summer, he's right there at the top after we were commenting on him at the half. 15 to 10 top fragging the entire lobby.
Yeah, he's really made a step up in the 3 attack rounds that they've had. I mean, you force Mary Washington an eco here, and it's going to snowball.
There.
I mean, Wright State wins this round, each player's going to have like 6K if they don't allow anyone to perish. And it's just going to snowball from there. It's hard for Mary Washington to get back in this game. That was a crucial round.
Wright State in their 3 offensive rounds so far, they haven't gone to A side yet. It's been a lot of B and a lot of C. Doesn't look like that's changing at this point, with most Wright State players pushing towards mid. Haven't been able to find anything yet. Talej.
I think Taupe has spotted Talej in the corner.
He did, and Window cuts him down with that Odin. AK has
I've got your train.
Marshall try to find Topaz through the smoke. He will not. And just when I was saying something, Wright State makes the push to the empty A site, with Tubby planting that spike yet again. Topaz still in mid, though. We know how much he likes these mid pushes, keeping Shark Walrus busy and eventually taking his life. Throws the swamp grenade through. Summer finds AK up in heaven. Wright State looking for the perfect Topaz, though, is still stuck in this little hole. Sugar, I'm trying to find him, but he will not. Topaz stands his ground, and it will be a flawless round for Wright State to get their first multi-round lead of the map.
Yeah, I can't believe Topaz survived for that long. You have a player at 1 HP versus a bunch of stingers and a cubby that he can't leave, and I thought the Phoenix wall was honestly not gonna let him live, but he sprayed through this wall and got the kill on the Sugar. It was kind of insane, and now, like I said, the economy, you have 7, almost 8K on some of the Raiders, while Mary Washington's buying their every last cent into this round as CS lead through the box gets AK.
Wright State, all of a sudden on this offensive half look absolutely unstoppable. It might be another A site push here. Topaz, though, still trying to defend his home turf, looking for another B site push by himself. The Chonk Walrus, though, with the Odin, defending A site for now. Stop the Raiders from coming in, but CSE finds him, and the rest of his team finishes up the rest of the job. Wright State, the first team to double digits.
Yeah, they just looked unstoppable. 5 straight rounds, and Mary Washington going in with maybe a force on AK being the hero rifle, but that's bold if they wanted to go for that, as they still have a round to play with, I would say. Once it gets to... I would buy for 11 here if I was Mary Washington, just as maybe not play for overtime, but it looks like they're just going to try to play for that overtime.
Wait for it. Sugar is spotted by the drone on C site. That spike is not moving anywhere. It's just the Wright State Raiders trying to find something to get the ball rolling here. Might be another A-site push. That would be like, I think, 3 straight A-sites. Summer not pushing through yet, wisely. That is where the 2 members are waiting for the Eagles. Flash does come in, and AK walks straight into Summer. Telej able to try and get something in trade, but Window keeps things going. Tubby will get another plant down here with a 3v4 retake on the ticket for the Eagles here. Topaz, though, B is his home turf, and he will not be denied. Might be able to get a great angle here on the heart of the defense, but he might be out of time. They're pushing him through, and his teammates are dealing with him. It's all down to Telej in heaven. Tubby knows exactly where they are, though, and they're getting nothing done with that pistol. Wright State win another one. They might have a flawless offensive half here.
Yeah, I mean, again, I just got the bonus round was so big, and it's just gonna snowball. I mean, you just gotta. We said at the beginning of the half, Summer, hey, buddy, you need to play a little bit better. I think
he heard us.
I think he heard us.
I think this is thanks to us. I think we can.
I believe he has 13 kills in 6 rounds. If I did that correctly.
I think so.
He ended the half of the round 7, so that would be 14 kills for the round. But as we see a push from mid from Mary Washington as it pans out for them as the 2v1 trade.
2v1 trade comes down. This might be the first defensive map win, the first defensive round win for the Eagles as Wright State look to try and rotate back towards A site, but there are 2 Eagles defending it. And they're looking straight. Wright State will be coming in, but Telej is rotating away from it. It's just the Phoenix Sugar left on site. Immediately rotate back to
One enemy remaining.
Sugar finds 2 before going down. It's all down to Tubby in a 1v3. Vito does come in trying to find him. He's got 40 seconds to at least get the spike down. There is smoke in the site. His location is revealed with not a lot of cover, but he does get spike down, but Chonk Walrus will chop him to ribbons with that Odin. And here, for the first time in the half, the Eagles are on the board.
Yeah, I mean, Mary Washington really played with numbers well there. I mean, they get a pick really quick off the rip, and they just pause. They wait. They play numbers. I mean, it was a 3v5 coming in the site. I mean, the mid push really worked, and then they backed up and didn't want to push anymore. So, I really like the patience from Mary Washington there after getting a couple kills, not overheating.
There are now 4 ults on the board here for the Eagles. This could be a great opportunity for them to try and grab a few of these rounds back as they're down 3. CS Leaf is pushing up towards C. There is util up preventing any Eagles from spying him, but he only makes about halfway down C long.
See, I don't think the Raiders know about this offense play. They didn't really hit his site last round, and I don't think they've heard it before.
Now they know about it. Oh, and the Hunter's Fury coming down, trying to find that Neon. They're jumping around, trying to get that, to keep that op in play, but Wright State collapses on the C site. Deal with that entire defense on C. It's just down to 2 members of Mary Washington, and they don't look very interested, Jabub.
No, they do not. They look like it's time to save as their economy. I mean, take a look at it. I mean, we're saving a Guardian and a Phantom for match point. That's gonna be match point for Wright State. I mean, You're still gonna have a full buy here. You still have the Neon Alt to work with on AK. It's just you won't have that op anymore, and it's gonna be hard for them to open up on the defense side unless they do like a B push or a risk like that again as Window picks up their Odin.
Assuming there's nothing happens in the next few seconds, it will be all 5 ultimates online
Match
here
point.
for the Eagles to try and make the 4-round comeback to push us into overtime. But Windows got that Odin, as you mentioned. Chuck Walrus able to get another one for himself. It will be full buy into 4-5. Econ doesn't matter a whole lot anymore for the Eagles.
Turn out.
All Wright State needs is one more to put map 1 of this best of 5 to bed. Shizo trying to look through mid. Chonk will find a lot on his end. Gets 2. Only 1 found in trade back in mid by the Raiders. AK still very deep. Tubby sending the drone though will spot him out. Tubby trying to spray him down through the wall, but will get a little bit of spray for himself. So Wright State look to send this spike back towards A, where only Sugar up in heaven on the Phoenix is defending it. He spots Topaz on the push. Is backing off, as there should be a full A-site push. The rest of the Eagles are coming through to try and defend. Tubby going for the plant, should be able to get it off and disappear back into the smoke. Still 4v3 retake, numbers still on the side. Phoenix is used. Flushed out by CSD. Tubby getting chopped down a little bit from behind that box. Still 4v3. CSD relief. Trade things off. And Sizzly finds 2 after the fall from heaven. Chuck Walrus trying to swing on CS Leaf will get him. All down to Topaz with that. Timer on his side finds 1, will not find the other. I believe AK should have enough time to defuse here. Yes, he will. 3 seconds to spare, and we are still in this one. 3 rounds away from overtime are the Eagles.
You know what's kind of surprising? The Eagles only invested 1 ult into that round when it was a do or die round, and now they just have 4 coming into it. I mean, they still don't have a good economy. They're just buying everything they can, so we're going to see 2 Bulldogs and a Bucky come out on the side of Mary Washington, as the Raiders have such a healthy economy, they can buy for 3 more rounds, probably the rest of the half if they even lose every round.
I feel like we've gotten mad at opposing teams before for not using ults, but they're able to bring this one back, and that keeps on going. AK with 3, looking for 4, eventually taken down by Topaz Window. Finds 1 more in trade. But this ult discipline might be paying off for the Eagles. They have numbers advantage 3v2 pre-plant here. They're looking for round number 10 to try and move us to overtime. Wright State might be rotating back towards C. That is where Phoenix is holed up, but they're taking a different path that might be able to get them onto C site safely.
If they can pass this turret, this broken turret here before it comes back up, I mean, it's going to be huge, but I don't think they're going to read it, that it was down.
No, it looks like they have not. They're preferring to go back towards B site. Shizo is waiting. Muto comes down. Window hops on in. Can't find Shizo though, and Shizo will clean the rest of the round up. And the Eagles have momentum here, 2 rounds away from sending us to overtime. With an economy that's starting to get a whole lot better.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm Chuck Walrus here, I'm selling the Bulldog. I'm dropping the Bulldog and buying a Vandal, but as I didn't account for Util there, as he's only 100 off, but still, I mean, He's been a huge impact with his Odin late game down mid, and we'll see him kind of supposed to be here again, but with the Bulldog.
And there's still 4 ultimates on the board for the Eagles. And this discipline might be able to pay off for them. They still have not had to use them, and they've won 2 straight. 3 of the last 4. State, once again, the Raiders have the spike. Might be looking for another mid push here. AK has taken a pretty deep push here, but that is not where the spike is going. And he should get spotted here as well by the dog.
Killed my bot.
Wright State pushing in slowly. Summer, though. This might be an A-site push. After all, the flash comes down. AK's blinded. And Wright State will find both. This might be the round they need as they swing over to the empty A-site. Topaz still trying to find some stragglers here in his favorite place on the map, but he is flashed out and taken down by Sugar.
Spike planted.
The Defender Killjoy will come down. One of their many ults on board as Wright State have to run very far away to try and escape it. Odin even has to teleport out. Summer is spotted. I think CS Leaf got the paint there. But Summer finds Sugar. She's going to defuse, but he is flashed out and taken care of. Summer with the 3K will seal map number 1 for Wright State.
What a dominant attacking half from the Raiders. I mean, they was a bit shaky there towards the end, but they finished it. I mean, you have Summer 25 and 13, a really huge side to show up on that attack half, and Window with 5 first bloods on that Odin Judge combo.
Just when we thought that things were looking a little bit rocky there, the offensive duo of Summer and Window came online in that attacking half. And Wright State claim map number 1 here in this best of 5 for the grand finals of the division here for the Raiders. But don't go anywhere, we've only just begun. Map number 2 is just around the corner.
We're on.
Welcome back, Raider Nation. If you are just tuning in, Wright State won Map 1 in this Best of 5 series for the Divisional Grand Finals between the Wright State Raiders and the University of Mary Washington Eagles. We are now headed to map number 2, and it's going to be Lotus, which is going to be a brand new map for Wright State here this semester. I believe it was previously available to be selected in earlier on in the playoffs, but Wright State banned it each time, and that was the first pick here for the Eagles, I believe. And now Wright State will have to see what they have planned for Lotus here. So far, it doesn't look like anything too crazy. We do see Topaz back on his Killjoy, Window back on his Neon, and Summer on the Rays, but do you know anything what we could expect to see here from the Raiders, Jabub?
I mean, I'm just looking at both teams here with that Tejo pick. I know how valuable Tejo is on this map. His missiles can instantly break the door on the A side of the map to B. That connector is just so strong to play in. And Tubby and Sugar are gonna be sitting there the whole time. But this Wright State comp is a lot faster than what I'm looking at for Mary Washington, as we have a double duelist from Window and Summer. Very fast comp to get in sight, definitely, where they're going to play a lot of fast execs, it looks like, or just a lot of pressure on sight, while the likes of Mary Washington have a kind of a slower kind of comp. You have a double init and a Vito coming out here, which is kind of interesting, as we haven't really seen the Vito play much
Placing alarm bot
this year. This
Placing
season.
swarm grenade.
Because Vito's brand new kind of agent.
Placing swarm grenade.
But not as much as Mix, which we somehow surprisingly also haven't seen either, as it is also brand new, kind of good smoke agent. But yeah, I think the Lotus comp kind of prefers Wright State here, but the ISO pick could sway it otherwise.
A lot of new picks on the board for the Eagles, as they are starting out on the offensive side here with the Spike headed towards that small C. CS Leaf is the one defending it, and he's able to take out AK trying to run through, but State are ready for him. It's 2K
One
for
enemy
Summer.
remaining.
Tubby keeps things going. Sean is able to get them on the board, but not long after he is taken out by CS Leaf. Wright State get the opening charges.
That was so fast. Like I was saying, it's a double duelist comp. They're gonna play fast. They're just gonna send missiles into Window and Summer to go get in there and play. It just is so fast, and even it would seem like, if you're watching this from someone who hasn't played the game, it would seem like Wright State would be on the attacking side, but they are defending. So they just play that defense comp, but they just attack them instead, and it was working.
AK did get caught in the stun there, as the Spike is still near their spawn.
Two suppressed.
Does catch somebody out there with the util.
Cover going out.
Get some intel here, but CS Leaf defending that C site yet again finds two. And Wright State back in control here. Again, they are ones aggressively pushing
Bomb buddy
the
out.
rest of this. Kill the bomb buddy. Topaz takes down one. Ball is able to find two.
Spike down.
But Tubby trying to pressure on Sugar and give Price enough time for Window to catch his six.
Not shot.
It's another very clean win for Wright
I'm
State.
out of here. Better not. Lock sticking.
Clean indeed. I mean, only two fell. Kind of hurts, but I mean, Summer's gonna force a rifle here. I think Summer has enough to buy for next, or pretty close. Might just be like a light shield buy next round if it doesn't pan out. But I mean, Wright State, again, like I mentioned last map and before, they are bonus warriors. They tend to win on their bonus, and especially playing to a slow comp like Mary Washington, I mean, they're just going to get too much space for them as they've already taken A. They know they're not A. They're just going to keep rotating, taking the space, and boxing them in.
A very deep push from Window. Haven't found anything yet, but they already seem to be pressuring the entirety of the Eagles comp, just as you said, into a specific box. Window is spotted by the util, but they have not decided to swing him yet. Sugar, though, tries his luck, will take Window out. And they do find CS Leaf coming at them through mid. 5v3 now as the spike seems to be rotating back all the way to C once again. Something about these guys want to see. Just something about the Topaz is found out as well all on his lonesome.
They see C and they go C. They love C. Every map, doesn't matter. They love C.
Window is starting to move into the back of the
One
site.
enemy
Summer
remaining.
takes one before being traded out. All down the Tubby now. Does get some good damage down on to Shiro. And that clock is ticking. I think Tubby's just gonna want to try and save here.
The leg is just trolling with him, sticking his gun out to the wall, trying to get waiting for Shizo, but it doesn't pan out for Shizo as Tubby can lives this round with 5 HP and a rifle.
Definitely take that if you're Wright State. Still got the lead. You got an exit kill on the way out. But the Eagles do win their first attacking round for this map. As Wright State, we know that they want to try and play fast. It's worked out for them more often than not so far in the limited pool we have here so far. But
Yeah, I think just last round, Wright State just over-aggressed, and they were just waiting and spawn for them. They didn't really push too much, and they just kind of waited on these angles for Wright State to push. But
Drone is down.
I mean, now it's equal weapons, and might be a different outcome.
There.
As actually Wright State is going to stay patient, holding these angles and taking some space.
Windows pushed again, pushed far again. But Tubby knows that Sugar's there, swings on him, but no luck this time. Sugar gets the better of him. So this might be an A push. A is very deep in this map, but Window is still pushed out pretty far as CS Leaf sprays down Shizo with the Odin. Back on C site.
This way.
Things
Gotta
are
go.
all even again here as Window still is getting pushed back, but still not giving them an easy path to this A site. But AK, they thought Window thought he caught him that time, but
30 seconds left.
Going to be, I mean, what a timing from Topaz to get out. I'm not sure how to cut out all that.
Spike planted.
we just running off backwards out of the system, trying to spray someone down through the wall with that Odin, but the spike has been planted. And he is taken out by AK. The raised ult will not find anything.
This is practically unwinnable if you're a Raider. They have ISO all
Last player standing.
No time.
It's all down to Topaz now. Straight down, and that will be the Eagles drawing even here on map 2. 2-all with only one traded back from Wright State.
Yeah, it's kind of looked like the same storyline we had on Ascent. Or no, Haven. I'm sorry, wrong map. But on Haven, where it's a close, tight and tight battle between both the teams when Wright State's on the defense, and just going back and forth, 2-2, just having a close game until we'll see if it's like the same as Haven, or Wright State goes to that defense half or attack half and just starts dominating. But right now it's like the same storyline as Haven.
Windows saw Shizo able to chip away about half of his health bar. Until coming down, but State staring at them through the entrance to C-side. Spike has rotated back towards A. It will begin its long march up that area towards the A site. Sending in through the util as the door opens up.
Missile deployed.
Have made their way to the site, but they haven't been able to find anyone. Summer is spotted, but no one is not claimed. Swung on by 2. How did he not die there? Throws down, tried to get the grenade down before Telege does solve that problem. Sugar will get the plant down, but Topaz will get the better of Shizo in the 1v1.
Here.
I don't think they know AK is here.
No, they do not. CS gives up his 6.
One enemy remaining.
And the rest of the team falls down with him. Post plant dealt with cleanly by the Eagles as they take the lead here.
Yeah, Topaz got back, the Raiders back to that round, but just not knowing where AK was deep in that corner cost them the round. I mean, you have AK playing really well here, 6-2, still has ISO ult. It looks like Mary Washington has the momentum coming into here as they are pretty rich, while Wright State are kind of in the dumps, spending every last cent to buy up for this round.
2 suppressed.
2 suppressions come down. As Wright State try to even things up here. Might be a C push, and in fairness, they haven't pushed there in the last few rounds.
Not another step. Stealing sight.
It's you and me. Down, but Topaz through the stun finds one, not able. He's able to win against AK, but taken out. Will be a 3v3 here as the spike comes down. Wright State able to make a quick rotation, but Sugar is lurking in that smoke. Oh, Window tried to run right by him, and Sugar takes him out. But Summers though finds one. I have no idea he was that deep into the side already, and now they're both stuck in the back of sight, but Sugar
launching
gets the better of them again. The missile comes down. Tubby's going for the defuse, but the ult comes down. That should be giving the round over. Tubby's just trying to get a few more kills to his name, but Sugar with the 3K to get round number 5. They both die to the spike though, but they should have the economy to cover it.
Do it.
Yeah, I mean, Tubby trying to get everything down. I was a little hopeful when he got to half right before he was ulted, but it's unfortunately just didn't go his way. And Mary Washington with another round. I'm shocked. Some things went really right for the Raiders that round, and some things didn't. Like Topaz winning the ISO ult battle. You have Tagalog or Taleg with the veto ult denied early in the round, but Wright State just don't end up with the round.
It's now 4 straight that the Raiders have lost. They didn't use any of their timeouts at all last map. The last time the Eagles won 4 straight, they took a timeout, and that didn't work very well for them. So I can't imagine they'll try that again. But so far, the spike was starting to move up towards B, but the Eagles have thought better of that, trying to rotate back over to C site now, but haven't been able to get much util down or any intel on them.
Cover going out.
CS Leaf might be getting pushed here on C site again. He's flashed up by all the util in the world. defender filter coming down. CS lead.
Spike down.
Something, but Sean will take care of him. AK will swing on the Topaz. That should be C site for the Eagles as the plant comes down. It's Window though, and we'll find Sugar with Window at his back.
A bad volley from Chonk. I mean, Raiders can just go move past us and get in.
Satchel out.
Just a pretty good angle. They know where he is though, and Summer swings on him. Now Wright State have all 3 members on their gun. Defuse. AK takes care of 2 with the ult coming down to defend the spike. Now it's all up to Window.
One enemy remaining.
On to AK, but he's running out of time. Not sure where the last member is, and it's to his right. That's going to be 6 straight rounds for the Eagles.
It's just the post-plant U2 on this Mary Washington comp is so threatening and just annoying to deal with. You have last round with Shizo with the Breach Ultimate, you have Sugar with the Teo missiles, and then this last round you have Chunk Walrus with the Brimble. He just cannot defuse the spike when it goes down, but unfortunately for this round, all they have now is the Teo missiles for that post plant.
It's State. Can't imagine they're happy about losing 5 straight of these offensive rounds. AK will work through to find somebody.
Shadows traveling.
Not able to spot somebody out, but can't find the kill. They are getting a pretty deep push here towards A. That might be where the spike is headed. Only Topaz is directly on the site, with both Window and Summer pressed pretty far on the opposite of that.
Not ready yet.
So coming.
Bomb grenade out.
William is able to spot Topaz, but they will likely recognize there's just Topaz, but maybe not. Topaz had a pretty good angle. Is being pressured out by the Util though, and Sugar will remove him from the equation.
Here we go!
30 seconds
Summer
left.
is spotted, and Summer Tubby and
Spike down
Window.
A. Last player
cut
standing.
through the heart of this
Last
assault, but
player standing.
Sugar with the 4K, but cannot claim the ACS Leaf. Avoids the ace for the Raiders to get them back on the board.
That was insane by Sugar, almost an ace clutch for Sugar, and was just denied by CS Leaf. I did like what the Raiders did that last round. They switched KJ sites over to A and have Window and Summer pressuring that C site that they desperately like so much over on Mary Washington's side, and it made them force them to go into the A site, but Sugar with some nasty kills and almost still won the round for Mary Washington.
Almost masterful from Sugar, but unfortunately for him, and fortunately for the Raiders, the Wright State is back on the correct side as CS Leaf finds the head of AK after he finds one.
Go!
Summer, though, keeps things rolling, takes out that lethal Sugar, who almost single-handedly won a round. But now with the man advantage in the hands of the defense, Spike seems to be headed back towards A, pushing through that door. Directly on the site, but Topaz has a good sight line here. Shizo plant on the ledge, finds Topaz, and Shizo finds him onto CS Leaf to put things back in favor
I'm out of here!
of the Eagles. All 5 of them are still around on the just south of the site, but some are able to even things up with Window going for the defuse.
One enemy remaining.
It's all down to Telej, but he's gonna
Last
get an
player
angle
standing.
to stop Window. Window did get halfway, and Summer with a 4K will be able to bring the Raiders back within 1.
Yeah, Summer stepped up in that round. I mean, you just need a 4K from Summer, and the Raiders are most likely going to win the round. There's great awareness from CS Leaf to get those picks in B and to hold down that B site. Even with Chonk, even coming back, trying to get a little poke in that mid round, to just CS Leaf holding that B site. And Mary Washington can't really do anything when you have that Omen one way in C and Summer and Window looking at C, but as they opt to actually get to that site.
Got a good satchel down, but Shizo was able to find
Launching missile.
two, cutting down the heart of the Wright State
Missile
Raiders'
deployed.
offensive firepower. They are on defense, so they might still be able to figure this one out. Shooter's going to plant on a
Spike planted.
undefended site. I remember more on HP though that this util is not giving the Raiders any good sight. Tubby just has to walk
Last
through.
player
So
standing.
they're able to get them onto the door here. And he's find two really quick coming out of the util, but not able to find Telej. That will be round number 6 for the Eagles.
I mean, you're going... I mean, I was crazy that Topaz even got 2 with the Classic there. Kind of was a weird buy from the Raiders. I didn't really see that many weapons, but when I look at their economy, they still have pistols going to their round, so... Kind of interesting about that, and Tubby using the tail and not converting the round is a little painful for the Raiders, as basically Mary Washington's either has their ults or one away from the other one. So, but as we'll go back for this pressure from Summer on the A side.
Wright State seemed to have recognized that, yeah, the pressure, like you said, it was all 5 members grouped up around A side. That still seems to be the case. Util comes through, but Summer holds their ground, able to find Shizo.
It's you and me.
They still aren't finding any. The Ion ult does come down, but Summer wins another one against AK.
Stealing sight.
Summer keeps going, looking for the ace. Popped out of that ult at just the right time, and he will claim his ace.
Damage!
That is Summer cleaning up the entirety of the Eagles to draw the Raiders back within 1.
What an ace by Summer, and as we have a timeout from Mary Washington. Yeah, trying to quell Summer a little bit here. Ace has them amidst of 16-8. And has the Rays ult going to the last round of the half again with 4 ults.
So last time they called a timeout just before the last round of the half, it didn't work out very well for them. So we'll have to see if they'll be able to get any value out of it. But I think we've seen that Ion ult come out twice, and Wright State, their member, has gotten the better of AK both times. That time it was Summer with the ace. I believe that's his second ace in as many series. Because he had an ace last series too, right?
Yeah, no, he definitely did. He's had a couple aces this season, definitely. I mean, he's dropping 30 kills in map, where around high 20s per map, so I mean, he's just been playing really well recently, and we like to see that from if you're Summer.
Not another
To
step.
have things tied up going into the half. Window is back with that Odin. Might have a good angle here,
There.
but the drone will spot him out.
Go ahead.
Gotta go!
Stand
Comes
your
down,
ground.
he's gotta get out of there quickly. We'll buy Eagle some room, and Sugar will find Tubby back in mid. The spike seems to be rotating back towards C.
Destabilizing.
It's a big kill from Sugar there once again, but still relatively slow. See, another ult coming down. They did have 4 ults available. Two. Hellfire coming down will find 2 more. They're burning all of those ults, and why not? It is the last round of the half. It's going to take a monumental effort from both Window and Topaz to try and even things up, and Window does have that Odin. Will help out his efforts a little bit, but time is not on his side. And Teledge has his flank. The Eagles will close out the round flawless, but 7-5 is your score in favor of Mary Washington.
I didn't bring a snack.
And this time,
did anyone bring a snack?
The Raiders won the last round of the half, last map, and then they proceeded to go on a huge tear when they got on the offense. We'll have to see if they can replicate that start they had on offense, but so far, they are still trailing the Eagles 5-7.
Yeah, just the value of... I just want to see how this comp works defensively, because, I mean, it does have a lot of stall use still here, but the Vito is kind of a weaker intel set on the map, so it looks like they're going to have to re-clear a lot of things or just take space, but they just kind of just leave B with just a threat. I mean, it's not too strong, but I guess it's strong enough as the Raiders aren't opting
Focusing.
See if the Raiders can replicate the pistol round success they had at the top of the map. But so far, it's just Summer pressed up a little bit deep towards C, trying to find something, but no heads are popping out for him thus far. Topaz is still around B site, but the spike seems to be rotating back towards A. Right
Shadows
now,
traveling.
really easy paths
No
seem to be
charges.
opening up for the Raiders on this pistol round. Spike itself seems to be rotating back towards C. That all that smoke screen did seem to get the heart of the rotation and go back towards A.
30 seconds left.
As Wright State pops in, but AK finds Window and will find the flank of Topaz. It's just Tubby all alone on site, waiting for reinforcements to appear. He will find a kill. Trying to get the plant down. He will, just before Sugar takes care of him. It is 2v3 post-plant for the Raiders. Topaz looking for some hits. Will
player standing.
Almost had to ledge. But CS Leaf, it's all down to him now. Time was on his side, but the last 2 standing Eagles should be able to get this defuse and make the lead even better for them, 8-5.
That was so winnable by CS Lee. He got to leg on such low HP there at the end of the round, and I mean, they're just working with the classics. I mean, it was working, but towards the end of the round, but the Raiders don't have that much money coming to the round, but I mean, that was the pistol. So, I mean, we just see AK with the Outlaws would be deadly here, but the Raiders are opting to go A, where there's only the Breach and Shizo.
Tremor came through to try and
Cover going out.
Buddy, but so far the spike definitely seems to be rotating towards A. Topaz left in B site. We all know how much he loves his mid-site pushes, but CS Leaf taken out first. But some are able to get his revenge. But Shiza will find
Spike
Tubby.
down A.
I got Spike.
Long range, as it should still be a good site plant as Topaz able to find one through his mid lurk. Mid lurks for Topaz are not reserved to Haven, my friends. Window waiting for the push to come down. He's being looked at. entirety
One enemy remaining.
entirety of the Eagles are
Last
looking at
player
him,
standing.
but some are able to take 3 with window. Getting taken out, but Topaz!
How about I...
Topaz finds Chunk at just the right angle to seal the deal. It's a thrifty for the Raiders right when they needed it.
That was a crazy, crazy classic right click. Just all the bullets aligned. That's so hard to do sometimes. I mean, it was crazy round. I mean, you have Summer in the pit, getting 2, throwing a nade as he dies, and still getting 1 from the grave. And that just allows Topaz on low HP to somehow win that round for the Raiders. And now Merrick Washington's
Shadows
broke.
traveling. Here.
And with a bad economy, this might be the perfect time for Wright State to get back in control of this one. We all know how much better the offensive side went for them on Haven. Windsor all by himself, but he finds 2 with the judge before being taken out. Back towards C. The huge showing from Window, who's been struggling this map. Gets the 2 kills when he needs them. All right, State look to be pushing towards A, but they don't know where Shizo is. The grenade will fall in his vicinity. He won't be able to interrupt his kill of CS Leaf. He is traded out. However, they know that Teledge finds 1, but Tubby avenges the death of Summer. All up to Sugar now. He has been playing very well this map, but not that well. Topaz will keep things rolling for the Raiders. They're back within 1.
Yeah, just not enough HP on the side of Sugar to be able to win that, but a good value by the judge, going C long on a long angle and then sitting there next to the smoke and getting 2 as they come out. A lot of value in the judge where I wouldn't really see value with, as see more value going B, but it worked out for Window, and if he keeps going to that back to that judge, it looks like he's gonna go B with it. So
taking it back B with 2 more of Wright State trying to find something on A site, but
Fire in the hole!
simply too far back. It is almost certainly going to be pushed. The Neo Malls got thrown down. Teamers should make their way on the site as Window starts to push up far with this judge. We don't know how lethal he can be on these angles. CS Leaf gets an angle of his own on Shizo. Summer keeps things rolling. AK able to get the Eagles on the board. Chunk Walrus keeps it going, but he is pinched out by Wright State. We do have 2 Eagles on site. Sugar finds 1 more to even things out, but that spike is taken. They are able to find CS Leaf on no health. It's all down to Topaz and Sugar. Sugar has to go for the defuse full time, and Topaz will tie things up for Wright State. 8-8.
So you have a great round from Topaz, just sitting there being patient, playing the KJ Mollies on bomb, and not allowing them to defuse earlier. But as we see a tech pause coming from the Raiders, just to fix something up quick. But it's just insane.
Tech pause for the Raiders. They have now won 3 straight. Might be looking for a similar major win streak here for them on offense. And so far they have looked much better on offense. Looks like it's going to be a very short tech pause here, thankfully. Wright State have all the momentum. Summer and Topaz playing lights out here for them. Tommy doesn't look too bad either.
Placing sentry.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird force buy. You see AK forcing that rifle again, just buying for himself the hero rifle, and his teammates kind of saving for next round. Meanwhile, the Raiders, I mean, CS Leaf has a low economy. Kind of surprised Topaz didn't buy for him there, but I mean, you still have a decent economy.
We're kind of seeing something similar from map 1 for AK, where he got off to a great start, but then just later on in the round, the kills stopped coming from him, and he got off to a good start, I feel, this map too, but now he's starting to fall back into the center of the pack. So if the Eagles want to close this one out, he's definitely going to have to be a big part of that. Seems like he's always a big catalyst for them when they have a good round. But for Wright State, the spike seems to be going back towards C. But they are pretty spread out here, just looking for something. Topaz finds that something onto Sugar, who's been far and away their best player here on Lotus. Topaz might be trying to swing this. It'd be a 1v2. He does see Shizo there. Doesn't try his luck
Smoke's
again.
down.
Will definitely be a C-shite push. Tubby going for the plant. Topaz survives with a hair of HP. Okay, trying to finish him off. We'll find him. Both him and Summer, who are on low HP. 3v3 retake as Tubby will be pulled into AK's ult. But AK will get the better of him this time. He's got 3K looking for an
Last
ace.
player standing.
He's gonna keep things going on to Window. It's all down to CS Leaf, but Shizo finds him. That should be the defuse. Wright State are doing a good job of keeping things close, but they haven't been able to pull away from this Eagles team.
Yeah, it's definitely a different story than what we had last map, where Wright State dominated the first 6 rounds of attack, and it's not like that this time. The Mary Washington's fighting back, and AK almost with the ace. Everyone shames Shizo for taking the ace, but I mean, because AK is back in this game. I mean, just had to say something about him. He's gonna go up.
Every
It's
choice matters.
kind of like last game, but yeah, I mean, Mary Washington's playing a pretty even game now. So as a team, but as they are now opted to put 3 on B, which we have not seen before, as they just opted to put the veto trip on
Smoke's
B.
down.
Put on B, another got a man rotating towards C for a 2-2-1 defense. And that is almost exactly mirrored by Mary Washington. AK tries to swing on them, and CS Leaf is ready for it. That will take care of one person on C, but they don't feel confident to find a push there.
Blasting.
One man down, but 4 ults available for this defense. Wright State still looking for a spot to rush towards. It's looking like an A site, however. Ledge is spotted out by Summer. Summer tries to swing him, but can't find him. Tubby doesn't fare any better. Offense has been
30
had
seconds
its
left.
tires
Almost
popped
out.
so far. They're still trying for this A site with Window trying for a quick plant. Topaz, though, finds somebody in mid. Ledge trying to triple up here, but CS Leaf will deny him.
Spike
Things are
planted.
back in favor, but Sugar, the ever-lethal Sugar, finds one more. Shizo must know where Window is. Plant has
This is
been
how
made.
it ends.
It's coming down. Will
enemy
pressure
remaining.
Window out. He's taken care of. Shizo doubles up, finds 2. That'll be another defuse, another failed post-plant situation for the Raiders.
That was some beautiful util from Sugar. The Rockets forces Window and CS Leaf to fight out with low HP, and it wasn't even didn't even have a chance. Missiles everywhere.
Missiles everywhere indeed.
See, a low buy from the Raiders, saving for next round, and definitely Mary Washington does have the advantage, as we'll see the AWP come out on the veto to leg. Previously he was on AK last map, but to leg veto alts.
Immediately finds
Spike down
Pager.
A.
Got cut down to low HP, but he's able to patch himself right back up and get ready to look for a second. Almost finds his second victim. but the bullet goes wide. Topaz will get the plant down after pushing Teledge out of sight. But, the man advantage is the Raiders! Window trying to find Teledge with that Judge! Find gets the reload done just in time to take care of that op. He's flashed out, but no one pushes him. Summer is caught in the util. Nobody pushes it. Oh! What luck! Summer finds the back of all of them, and that's a thrifty for the Raiders. Summer was right there, and they all walked past him. All three members gave him their back, and Summer punishes them for it. Wright State back in business.
What a play from Summer. Just hides in the little corner of the smoke, and they all peek the wrong way, clear the wrong angle. And Barry Washington with the timeout.
A play so tilting they had to pop their second timeout. Wright State feels like Summer is the ace here. 24-16 after that 3K. Right when Wright State needs something to get the momentum back flowing.
And you know who set that play up? Window. Window with the Bucky in heaven. They just didn't want to go there at that tight angle. Just did not want to go to that heaven spot. And after getting one, it's like, no, we're not going to push a Bucky. Let's just push the other side where Summer's just waiting to mow them all down. I think it was a great game plan coming in from Wright State. Going from kind of slow the whole game, like kind of getting defaulty, these 2-1-2 defaults, and they just went fast with their low buy, and it kind of caught Mary Washington off guard, as they usually only have one that play on that site, which is usually Cizo or Teleg. Which it was Teleg with that op, but it didn't matter when you have a Bucky 2 feet away from you.
Now all those Mary Washington ults have been burned, and 3 are prepared for Wright State. We're trying to get something done here in mid, but can't find anything.
Launching missile.
There.
Util pressures him off. The spike is picked up after being left behind in spawn. Well, Topaz starting to push deeper here. Almost finds the ledge, but Cizo is there to back him up. Topaz able to keep his life open. Cizo gives him his back, trying to run for cover. And Summer will start things up for Wright State, but
Go ahead.
he's walking right past him.
Ground.
As the rush towards A comes out for Wright State. Tubby going for the plant. Sugar
Spike
and
planted.
Teledge. Finds CS Leaf, but CS Leaf is ready for the swing! Almost, CS Leaf is almost ready for AK as well, but the shield keeps him up. Wright State still have the man advantage, though Topaz is very low. Topaz still playing his life, jumps around to avoid being shot. Dancing around the spike, but Summer going for the 3K, looking to find one more to finish things up. On to Chalk! Breaks out the shotgun and puts the finishing touches on it. All tied up once again here on map 2.
I'll leave.
This change of pace, I mean, it's just killing Mary Washington. Wright State figured out they play at their own tempo. It doesn't really matter what Mary Washington does. They will speed up or slow down as they please, and it's working flawlessly. I mean, CS Leaf getting some pretty impactful kills over on A, and Summer just going in with that Razor, getting more space, but they're gonna have to face off against this pressure here.
Pretty stung up, but they try to swing on CS Leaf, no luck there. Sugar, though, doubles up. Looking for the 3-piece, but CS Leaf deals with him. AK's got his back, though. Wright State are down a man, but no defenders left on C site for him. Should be able to get this plant down. Only AK has his ult up, so no util shenanigans here are up for
You should run.
They And Topaz will pop his Killjoy to try and buy him some time here.
No distraction.
The Eagles are just trying to run in. Tubby gets sucked into the ult.
One enemy remaining.
Once again, can't find the 1v1 win. All down to Topaz. Finds one, but Chonk Walrus has AKs back. There will be plenty of time. And once again, the Wright State Raiders can draw even, but they cannot draw above.
Not the boon you hoped for.
Eagles here on map 2.
I'll teach them to respect their elders.
Yeah, I mean, that ISO ult literally won them the round. I mean, you have Topaz with the KJ ult, the kill ultimate, or not the kill ultimate, I forget what it's called, but the KJ ult, and it does detain to leg, but it just wasn't, that ISO ult just isolated all those fights on site for Topaz and didn't let Tubby help trade or do anything, and it definitely won them the round.
Well, I said earlier, if the Eagles wanted to finish this one up, AK was going to have to be a big part of it. Now they're looking to try and pull away as Wright State rush on the C site. Tubby finds Teleg to start things off.
Molly!
Chunk Walsh throws the molly
Spike
through,
planted.
but not able to deny the plant. Summer keeps things going, finding yet another fantastic player of this Eagles comp.
Launching smoke, if he can hear.
State up 2 members as they try to deny this Eagles plant. Chunk Walrus though sprays them down through the wall with the Odin. Time is ticking. Topaz keeps things going. Just 2 members left standing
Last
for the
player
Eagles. Window finds both with the judge. We are once again tied up. 11-11. Map 2's coming down to the wire.
Yeah, again, another pace change instead of being slow. Let's just full hit C with as much as we possibly can, and this time, Tubby wasn't picked off immediately, as I've seen a kind of a common theme where somehow in some way, even though he's not even the first one entering the site, he'll get picked off early, and Tubby still gets one. Try to get this confidence back, as he hasn't been having a strong showing.
Missile deployed. Pressuring a little bit through mid. Tubby is stunned up a little bit, but the Eagles are not able to benefit from it. Well, the Raiders have seemed to pivot towards A site. All 5 of their members swarming back onto that map. Summer's working through that door. AK stuck in the smoke. As Tubby's got the spark, very shallow as CS Leaf jumps back. Wright State might be trying to lure away from A site. They almost find AK! Chizo almost had the perfect angle set up, but Summer was aware of it. Now Window sweeps through, finds AK!
30
Tubby
seconds
going
left.
for the plant. Wright State, another 5v3. Spike defense.
Last player
Window
standing.
and it's a flawless round. Wright State deal with it quickly to move to match point. 12-11.
Once we win, just dump all your
As the
tech in my
Eagles
lab.
will look
I'll
to try
fix it up.
and push us to our first overtime of the series. Summer moving above 30 kills on the map. Top fragging yet again.
Yet again,
It is good seeing Window back online. He was starting to worry me there for a moment, but he's starting to find those kills, those swoop across and shoot you down with the judges that he specializes so nicely with. Oh, Topaz getting shot down. Was trying to find Sugar through the smoke, but both parties involved will limp away with a hair of HP to the face. Summer has stayed on A site, trying to make him think that it's an A site push while with all that firepower, but this is definitely going to be another C site push for the Raiders. Until coming down once again. A whole lot of activity from a lot of interaction from the teams as of yet. Just a lot of util being sent through. Spike might be pivoting back towards B side. Oh, Jesus, sees a lot of jumping and hopping, but not able to shoot anybody. Second got the Rays ult prepared, but no good target. Sugar finds Tubby with his ult. Chonk sprays him down with the Odin. Summer sends the grenade through to try and buy him some time. CS Leaf finishes off Shizo, but there's a lot of low HP bars for Wright State. The ult comes down, but Summer does have a plant opportunity, and his teammates have got his back, despite only having a smidgen of HP remains. AK comes through, but CS Leaf deals with them. It's 1v1, but Sugar will send us to overtime with the 3K. Sugar has been the top fragger for the Eagles all night. He comes through when the Eagles need him the most. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to overtime here in Map 2.
I would like to mention this is Mary Washington's pick. I mean, couldn't expect nothing better from them. Just clutching up and going to overtime. I mean, Sugar with some big kills. I love that ult combo with Shizo and Junk Walrus. Beautiful ult combo to get everyone on Wright State at low HP, so it made it doable for Sugar to get back in the round and win it. And now, I mean, everyone's on an even playing field for this overtime. Let's see what happens.
No holds up. Pretty similar buys, if not exactly similar. And remember, the rule for Valorant is you have to win the map by 2. Wright State will start out on defense. Window, excuse me. Starting to cook with that Odin, but Shizo takes out him and his wingman, CS Leaf. Topaz trying to find anybody through that window, through that little window. But this is going to be a full C-site push. It is currently completely undefended. Wright State look to regroup. The spike has not gone down yet. There we are. Topaz trying to spray through,
Spike
but
planted.
just a hair off.
Launching missile.
Topaz the first to try and start walking through. He will find Sugar. Chalk's got that Odin, though. He will take out all of the remaining teammates for Topaz. It's 1v2. 1v3, excuse me. With the Odin still in the hands of Chunk Walrus, is going to be next to impossible for Topaz. With that timer already ticking down, that is going to be the advantage. Moving in favor.
Matching sides.
Great run by Shizo. Coming in mound, losing a teammate, and still getting 2 after the fact. Huge. And the reason why they delayed their plan a little bit for Shizo to get another orb. So even if Topaz killed those 2 on site, I mean, Shizo was still up playing post plant with the breach ult, which
Hit them fast,
made it
hit them hard.
near impossible to win that round if you're Topaz in that situation.
Both an Op and an Odin purchased for... Summer walks right into that Op. And Telege punishes him yet again. Well, once more at the very least.
Cover's going out.
Trying to push towards A on the attack. Util will allow them to get on the site. Should be able to get this plant down without much issue. But all 5 members still standing.
Drone going out.
For Mary Washington. The drone will spy at least 1. This is coming through quick. Subby getting chunked down. CS Leaf will get them back on the board, but AK gets an angle on them in the sky. AK keeps it going. It's all down to Topaz to try and keep Wright State in the map. He's getting swarmed and taken out. That will be map 2 going to Mary Washington. And we are all tied up in this best of 5.
I mean, what are you gonna do? Mary Washington turned off the gears. Can't do anything about it. Sugar with a huge clutch early to force overtime really made the difference in that game. You have Sugar with some incredible plays. 5 first bloods on an initiator agent.
Yeah, Wright State, well, this is a map that they haven't played, basically all split, and this was Mary Washington's map pick. The fact that it was that close, I think, is still a good sign. Would you have liked to come away with the win there, especially when you're up 12-11? Yes. But that was, if you were going to drop any of the maps here in the best of 5, that was going to be it. So Wright State are going to regroup and try and take the series lead back in map 3. It will be Breeze. But until then, it should just be about 10 or so minutes here as our players look to take a small break in between series. But don't go anywhere because a pivotal map 3 is on its way. Welcome back, Raider Nation. If you're just tuning in after the the extended break there after map 2, unfortunately the Eagles were able to draw even with the Raiders, so the series count is now 1-1. But we are headed towards Breeze for map 3, which means once again we are going to see Summer on the Viper, and this is going to be the third outing for him on that Viper, and each time he has looked immaculate on that champ. I believe he's gotten 30 kills both of his previous outings, and we're looking for a repeat performance here. Once again, we have Window back on the Jet, and CS Leaf on that champion once again. I believe that's for the third straight map in a row he's going to be on there. KO for Tubby, and the Chamber for Topaz. This is a comp we've seen them run multiple times, and I'm just excited to see Summer back on that Viper. He is absolutely fried with that operator on this map multiple times. What about you, Jabab? What are you looking forward to for this map 3?
Definitely Summer's that Viper. I mean, played a crucial part every time they've played this map in dropping so many kills. I mean, he's just their impact player. Now, I'm gonna look at Sugar here. I mean, Sugar, I think, switched back to the duelist from last time, as Sugar did not opt to go for the duelist as AK with the ISO last map. So we'll see how that goes, as Sugar is now back on the Jet.
We're going to be hoping for a bounce back performance from Window. He wasn't himself last map, unfortunately. He was starting to come online there at the end. We're hoping to see him keep that ball rolling. But so far, Wright State are once again starting on defense. And that spike is going very deep. Might be looking to try and find Blink. Window taken out first by AK. They might be swinging back down south towards A site. They will indeed take down the entirety of the Wright State Raiders that were left on mid. This will be an A site push. But Tubby has a great spot in that util. CS Lee finds one of his own too, but Tubby has the 3K. Another player we're happy to see getting off to a good start here in map 3. Wright State do have both Summer and CS Leaf on low HP, but they still have the man advantage.
30 seconds left.
Chunk Walrus standing alone, trying to prevent another pistol round win, but he will fail to do so. Wright State getting started on the right foot yet again here in map 3.
A great round from Tubby. I mean, did not have a good showing at all in last map, but it's a new map. And Tubby already starting out strong, getting confidence back. I mean, 3 kills, pistol round opening. Great job. I mean, CS Leaf also 3 assists. The flake around, or wrap around, or push through main. I don't know how he got there in main, but the kill that the wrap and kill the Mary Washington that main is big. But as they push Summer, I don't know. I think he owns the site.
Suppressed, but that is why you don't push Summer! Flawless round, 4K, right back home, all out on B site, and that is where we always want to see him. 4K for Summer, round 2 for Wright State.
Yeah, that's just Summer's site. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, 4K and Topaz getting 1, but you just can't. It was kind of unfortunate for Chonk that he TP'd right in the path where Sugar was, so I don't think Summer even meant to kill Chonk, but it was just happened to be. And now I see a default coming from Mary Washington, but as AK gets a quick pick on the CS Leaf in mid.
After that quick kill in mid, Wright State still have members defending that site, but do see a member of the Eagles push pretty deep, but that spike is coming back down through to A site. Wright State are definitely aware of Shizo in mid, but they are not fooled. They know exactly where the push is coming from. Tubby gets things started for the Raiders. Things all evened up, and Window finds a long-distance kill of his own, a big snipe. Summer, though, taken out on a B site by Shizo.
Last player standing.
They are not worried 1 minute about it. Chunk Walrus tries to defend, but he will not. Wright State looking right at home here on Breeze.
Another bonus round converted for Wright State. I mean, Tubby off to a great start. We love to see this from Tubby. I just don't think Lotus is his map, baby. It's not his forte, but I mean, you go on to Breeze, which they've proven they can dominate on, and it's their map pick, and they look dominant so far. Just the start hasn't dropped around yet.
Haven't dropped the ground yet. Still plenty of Valorant to play, of course, but this is exactly the start we wanted to see from the Raiders. The spike looks to be pushing through mid once again. He's been walled off by that util. Window fending them off. And Summer gets things started back on B site. And now the spike seems to know exactly where it wants to go. Maybe not. Still just chilling out there in mid. There are two members of the Eagles rotating back towards B, but Summer is standing staunch, waiting for them to give him the opportunity, and the poison orb will make them think twice about that idea. That spike has still not moved very much at all. Now seems to be trailing back towards a site. They have Sugar pinned in that little cubby.
30 seconds left.
As time is running out here, not much progress being made. Two members down very low for the Eagles. Pushing back through mid, just trying to find any member of Wright State. Wright State are on their heels, but they have not given up any deaths until that moment. But
10
Summer
seconds left. Spike down B.
Still
One enemy
defending
remaining.
B site immaculately. That spike is down, and they are not even going to get the plant down this time. AK able to find one back in trade, but the offense fizzles out for the Eagles.
I mean,
A very early timeout being burned, but I can't blame them. That round looked very confusing for the Assault. They just could not make their minds up as to what exactly they wanted to go for, and Wright State gave them no entryway.
yeah, I mean, they didn't really have weapons. They were not really taking any risks. They were just sitting in mid, and I just want to note at the beginning of the round when Window was fighting the ugly fight in mid, a lot of damage was done, but no kills were happened. So a lot of members on Mary Washington are low HP, and they couldn't go anywhere, and it was just hard for them to do anything. And as they're just stuck in mid, no way out, and you don't know what to do in that situation when you have no HP. It was just a really awkward spot for them, but also not even taking any other aggression anywhere else kind of confuses me. But that's probably why the timeout was called, just to, hey, we're 4-0 down, we can get back in this. We have a chamber ult here and a full buy. We can definitely do this, but I think they're going to pick the wrong site here. They know the Viper is here, and Summer has the pit available, so the chamber...
You want to play? Let's play.
Speaking of the pit, that comes out right away, but they're still undaunted pushing through. Summer is taken out by Sugar there, however. Viper's pit is dispelled. Without slowing down this assault too much at all. Chunk Walrus going for the plant. Window did
Spike
take
planted.
quite a bit of damage as well. So Window will find Telej coming out from behind the wall to even things up, but Sugar's got a pretty good angle here, and will. But they tried to walk right past him to the other end. Sugar has 4 kills looking for the ace. It's all up to Topaz, and there are 4 Eagles of his way. AK will finish things up, and the Eagles are back on the board after the timeout.
Yeah, kind of a rare time where Summer has the Viper Spit, everything, all the util for his side, and still doesn't even get one. Rare mistake from Summer, but I mean, good out of the timeout.
A gift.
The reset, and Sugar can get a couple, and they got in the sight held post plant. I mean, did a really good job there from Mary Washington.
Op going into the hands of Window.
Toxins going
and
up.
Odin also purchased for the side of the Eagles. Summer is still guarding his home
Toxin screen
turf
down.
as the spike seems to be in the vicinity of it. Util coming down, not finding anything.
So Mary Washington just waiting for Wright State to make a move, but
Here.
they're just sitting still.
Yeah, all quiet on the western front here. Eventually, they do start this
Poison orb
through,
emitting.
trying to find something. Poison comes in. You see the jet jump through, and Sugar finds CS.
Poison's gone.
And they keep things running as the rest of the defense here on B site is taken care of. 2v5 is the potential post plant here. The Window might be more interested in trying to take care of that op, or he'll use it to find the head of Chunk Walrus. Still would be a pretty difficult retake here, though, so I believe they are just going to be saving that op here. Three ults as well, though one of them has died. They are up for the Eagles. Sugar is going to walk towards Window, but Window not able to find him that time. The round will go over to Mary Washington. They look much better out of the timeout, but still down 2 rounds to Wright State.
But somehow in 2 rounds, they flipped the economy completely. I mean, you have Shiza with almost 7k, while Tubby and Summer can't even scrape to buy a weapon here. Maybe they can with a little help from Topaz, but this is kind of an all for nothing or nothing round for Wright State for the next round, so very important round.
Only the KO ult. Push this time, CS Leaf finds Sugar. The player that was so deadly in last map and was starting to get off to a bit of a momentum boost that time, but so far Wright State have put an end to the assault, at least for now. Might just be delaying their time. The drone will find Tubby. The Tubby is trying to dodge the Hunter's Fury here. Will be able to, only giving up a little bit of his health. Now CS Leaf still trying to spray through that Nutso to find Shizo, but that Spike starting to rotate back to B side as Tubby finds another here onto Shio. The entirety of the A site push has been demolished. The Spike looks to loop back to B site, but Summer is right
30
in his
seconds
favorite
left.
spot. Almost found out by Telej, but Summer gets the better of him. One more there, and he will find Chunk Walrus. It's a flawless round with a down economy and down ults. Wright State starting to regain their lead, up 5-2.
I think it was great comms from Wright State there. I mean, the entire time, 4 and A main the whole time, and they trusted Tubby and CS Leaf to hold down the A main. Notice how Window sat on the B short position and Summer didn't rotate the entire round. They just held the line the whole round while Topaz was holding mid. And because they didn't take any space, they could just stay and anchor the site. They didn't have a free site, but the null command comes out from the leg.
It does help. All Wright State pushed down, but Summer finds 2 against the entirety of this Eagles team. We'll find 3 before going down. Window swooping in.
1 enemy remaining.
Things keep going, and it's just down to Chunk Walrus against 3 members of Wright State. It's another brilliant defense from Summer and a brilliant retake from Wright State. So for Wright State, that is exactly what you want to see more of here. Just when you thought that the Eagles were starting to come back into this series, Wright State get 2 back. Summer has 12-4 right at home here on the B site. I think his favorite area in all of the Valorant universe, I think, is that B site right there. Sugar though jumps up and catches CS Leaf off guard. Window trying to retreat with that open hand, still keeping himself alive, but eventually taken out by Chunk Walrus. No, Summer still defending B site. Will take the first kill here. Tubby protecting the entrance to A site now. There is 1 member of the Eagles back on B site, but he is going to catch the back of Summer, who is already rotating away. Now they're rotating back towards B with that knowledge, with only 2 members of Wright State left standing. Will get the plant down. And Tubby might not know that Walrus is
last player standing,
Tubby, and he's now all by his lonesome. Will find that off user, Telej. But we'll find the suppression as well. Did get the util down on the chunk, but he loses the 1v1. Wright State
1 bullet per enemy.
will drop their 3rd round of the map, only going down to about, it's going to be 6-3, your new score here. It's not quite as dominating anymore for Wright State, but they're still finding the wins when they need them. Just got unlucky that time from Summer, who gave up his back, unfortunately, to the man still standing in B, and that gave an easy plant opportunity for the Eagles. But now the spike came back towards B, but Summer opens things up for his team. Claims 2, doubling up on the Summer. Sugar's trying to run down Window for his 3rd, but seem to have taken B site for themselves. 5v3 now is the deficit for the Raiders, but should get the plant off of here. Wright State just been pushed very far outside of the zone. Window's trying to find something here. Is getting util down. Thinks better of coming through the util there. We'll find 1, but Topaz gets straight out by AK on the other side of the map. 2v4 now. With both of their members down to low HP,
last player
hard.
standing.
And Shizo will take down Tubby. All down the window now, and you will not be able to get the kill on the Chunk Walrus. Another pretty clean round that time from the Eagles.
Yeah, clean around. I mean, they're getting back up into this. I mean, after that timeout, they've looked pretty solid. Definitely Sugar being the defining factor for this Eagles team. I mean, not much other than say this mid play from Sugar at the last couple of rounds have been kind of detrimental to Window, and it's kind of giving Window a lot of trouble to hold this site.
Don't get in my way.
Window has come over to B site to help Summer defend, but it looks like another mid push is in the cards for the Eagles. Not able to find much of anything this time, as players have elected to stay out of the way for now. Topaz did have his ult up, but not able to find anything. AK finds CS Leaf with the op, but Window back on B site will find Sugar, but this will only confirm that this will be an A site push for Mary Washington. We do have
Shadows traveling.
still defending, but that plane should
Spike
get down
planted.
without any interruptions.
Flash.
Throws up his flash. There's some AK there. Just buying his time for the rest of his teammates to loop back over, but Chunk Walrus might have the perfect opportunity here.
Shutting them down.
Block the sight.
Wright State begin their assault onto the plant. Window does see
Stay down.
AK there, and Summer takes out Shio, but Chunk Walrus, just like I was worried about, they're going for the defuse.
Last player
Window!
standing. Clutch.
Tubby buys just enough time! Window takes one more before falling, and Wright State,
Last round in the half.
with barely any time to spare, get that spike defused and take round number 7 for him.
That was a big stall from Tubby, just stalling to let Window just defuse. It was unfortunate plant for the side of Mary Washington, as they had the time to plant in a better spot, but they opted for the safe plant and it did not
Get out
work
of my
out.
way.
Sometimes you gotta plant a little dangerously. But it's gonna be another mid push. Shio trying to find something with that. Not finding a lot. It's Summer and Window back on B site, but Sugar pops the knives, but only finds one before Window finds him. Meanwhile, Shizo tries his luck on B site, gets pushed away. But he knows there's 2 there. Oh, Trunk Walrus finds Tubby in the back of the site, and now Topaz is all alone on A, trying to find Walrus. Thinks he might be up on that bridge, but
Are powerless.
the suppression does come out, but finds Chunk Walrus at just the right time. Suppression or no. And Telej will get the plant down, with his teammates on very low HP.
See, that's where I thought they would plant last time, because they learned from the mistake this round, so they could play from main and see the bomb instead of plant really close to the pyramid.
3v3 retake with 2 members of the Eagles on very low HP. They've retreated back into the entryway. Summer very deep in, but Window has his back.
Last
Topaz
player
and Window taken out by
One enemy
Telej!
remaining.
But Window, Summer, almost swings back on the Telej. He has to go for the plant! The shotgun's gonna go wild, but he's not gonna have enough time. He will be able to try and chase down Telej here. Won't even get that. They almost had the last round of the half, but come up just short.
Switching sides.
And yet again, at the half, our score will be 7-5, but this time, Wright State will have the lead.
Great job with Teleg for surviving. I mean, if Teleg dies any sooner, it's over, and it's a round for Wright State, but surprisingly, we see a timeout here from Mary Washington on the pistol round when we switch sides. It's kind of awkward. I mean, you're going in with... You're attacking. You're switching sides. You haven't seen how Wright State is defending, and you already called timeout.
Yeah, maybe they just want to talk over what their offensive plan is going to be, but I feel like that's something you want to do between maps, not between halves. But I feel like the timeout usage has been a little questionable from Mary Washington so far, but who knows? Maybe this will be the briefing that they need to try and put the finishing touches on this one for Wright State.
I will say they are actually using their timeouts. Otherwise, Wright State has
True.
not used a single timeout ever. As I think it's more in fact to Wright State doesn't have a coach in this game, and Mary Washington does. But they just don't offer the timeouts. They go, hey, let's do this, and they're ready. They don't really need mental reset, but I like to maybe see a couple timeouts from Wright State, maybe in a huge BO5 like this, because this is exhausting after a while. But
and the other thing is that they used their other timeout earlier after round 4, so they're out of timeouts now for this entire offensive side for them, this entire defensive side for them. But Wright State now on offense, looking like an A-site push, but our 2 defenders on there. Topaz is pushed very deep into mid. We'll find one, looking to double up, but only good for 1 that time. That is a good kill onto AK, though. That is their chain on. A lot of damage has been soaked up by
Our spike carrier is killed.
their jet.
Spike down A.
Playing stunning with the detail. Window just trying to keep them pinned behind that box. We'll eventually find the kill, but
Spike
the ledge
planted.
answers. Summer keeps things going. Just 2v2 now with the plant down for Wright State. They might be trying to swing on that shot.
Last player
Boris!
standing.
They will get him immediately when they see his head poke out from that util. Now it's all in the hands of Taledge against CS Leaf and Summer. Just gotta go for defuse to try and lure him out, but not quick enough. Summer starts the half off with 3K as Wright State move to 8 and 5.
beautiful round. Even it was kind of unfortunate for Sugar there, as once Topaz got a pick in mid, Sugar started to rotate off as Window was dashing into sight, and so the Raiders were able to take advantage of that and get the bomb down and get the front sight for free.
Both pistol rounds on Breeze have gone in favor of Wright State. After Wright State won the last pistol round, they went on a big 4-round spree, so let's see if Wright State... Well, that's not a good start, though. Taledge finds both Tubby and the Window.
My friend doesn't.
Oh, it's Summer, though! Finds 2 with Topaz, working with them, trying to find one more. That's a switch to his pistol. CS Leaf packing him up. It's another huge 3K for Summer with his team at his side. And Wright State, I think just winning pistol rounds on Breeze is just a big power boost for them. They move to 9 and 5.
Yeah, I really get played by Taleg. The flash, I've never seen a Frenzy gets 2 kills in 1 clip before in a long time. My Frenzy does not do that, but Taleg's Frenzy apparently does, but Mary Washington couldn't convert on the numbers as they just have the weaker weapons, and Summer is 21 and 8. I don't know what you do against this
Poison
guy.
orb emitting.
It's a question
Poison's off.
that's answer eludes us all. But Wright State seemed to be looking for an all-out A push with the majority
Shutting them down.
of the Eagles looking away from it. Sean comes back with his Odin, but finds nothing but his own death. But Sugar and Shizo are there to back him up to even things up.
Gun here.
And give them the man advantage. Summer, though, goes for the plant. Sugar is spotted out by Window, but neither of them get the kill.
One
Still in
enemy
that little
remaining.
corner. It is finally taken out. All down to Topaz now. And this round goes in favor of the Eagles.
The first time Wright State has like one pistol, or actually the second time this series where they don't convert the bonus, but it is the bonus for a reason. But kind of a bonus, just for everyone but Window, as Window decided to force that round, which is, I mean, you take a risk in grand finals. I mean, you're up by 4. Try to get this game on to the next map as quick as possible, but
sometimes you just gotta think outside the box. Doesn't pay off that time, but this time the spike looking to move towards B.
Sugar's opted for a Marshall, kind of a weak weapon for this round for Mary Washington, but it may pan out.
Summer, though, finds Shio back in mid. Oh, that Marshall, though,
Gun here.
does find Topaz as they try to move towards B. Keeps emptying that ammo to send Wright State back towards mid and potentially A. Now down a man and Summer on low HP, and Window even lower. AK just actually rotating all the way towards B. It would be 2 men defending A site when they make this push, but that Odin is right there. So he's making his way onto site, trying to find somebody to ledge though. Has a shotgun waiting for him. Started the plant just
30 seconds left.
Tubby knows exactly that's a ledge. Is
Welcome
the
to
util.
my world.
Now Tubby should get the plant down. And the Viper's pit coming from Summer, but Summer will be found in his own pit. All up to Tubby here. Finds one, but will find no more. It's the Eagles' ace, Sugar. Find him when he needs them. AK trying to get the defuse? Come on. And will indeed get the defuse. Draw them within 2 of Wright State.
Please do not mistake my smile.
Yeah, I
take
mean,
this all very seriously.
that Marshall did a lot and really tagged Window and I forget, I think it was Summer down to low HP and getting the pick on the CS Lee, so you have, or on the Topaz, excuse me. You have multiple players with low HP going into a site when you have against a Marshall that will one-shot you. It's basically an op at that point, and I mean, Sugar is just so good with these snipers.
Finds one, but Summer is able to find the spray that time. But AK is right on in. Only to be traded out by CSV. But should be plant down. I'm trying to guess where it might be with that Odin, but sprays finding nothing. Tubby gets a few shots down. Chunk Walrus though. CSV Topaz.
One enemy remaining.
That Odin. That Odin hurts, and it's all down to Topaz. He will find the Odin. All down to him versus Shio, but Shio gets the better of him. That will be another defuse, and Wright State's lead crumbles all the way down to 1.
She's so 15 HP in a dream after that. So close for Topaz, but good round for Shizo. Just clutching out the round.
Thanks.
You have kind of another weird economy for the side of the Eagles, but we do have Sugar's knives are going to be popped this round, and we're gonna have an op on AK. Kind of gonna hard the Raiders to deal with the op this series. Has not been really well, but one way to deal with the op is not go to that site. And so as the Raiders ace change with Sugar.
I can't use that.
Window with those knives just as expected. He gets suppressed. He's able to keep his life flowing now. Topaz though might have a good angle on him.
Spike planted.
Sugar tries to knife a spike, cannot. Eventually flushed out by Topaz. Topaz is traded out. Summer though, at home on B site, but had to actually go outside of it to try and find a kill. Chunk Walrus still has that Odin in hand, but Wright State Looking at a 3v3 defense of this plant. Tubby is up, walks right into the rifle up to the ledge. The last two members of Wright State, but Summer finds to ledge to mid-plant. Chunk Walrus, the timer's ticking down. Walrus can't find anybody with the Odin, and they are cut down. Wright State, first to double digits, and they will teleport away from the spike explosion to keep their lives, to keep their econ. Wright State, right when they were starting to see the map slip out of their fingers, get around when they need one.
This is such a good round from Wright State. Kind of lowers the economy. Now AK has to invest a tour de force, and Sugar's back on that Marshall again. See if it plays the same in this round as it did before, as the Raiders chose to push B.
I take a shot down on the window, but he jumps right back. Looks for another deep push, and this time, window getting the better of them. Hunter's Fury,
Spike
though,
planted.
almost finds one, will eventually find Tubby. The window only escapes with a small amount of HP. All the numbers are equal, though. Summer will find
Player standing.
those long-range weapons between AK and Sugar doing great work. Still great. Oh, they tried to teleport away, but stayed in place. Now it's just a 1v1 between him and Shield. He knows exactly where he is. Gets him through the wall. Clutches up. Does CS Leaf. And Wright State win 2 straight and are 2 away from closing this one out.
That was a crazy clutch from CS Leaf. I mean, had 7 kills before this round. Wasn't really a huge factor in this game, but clutch is up there. I think if AK just waits for that drone to go clear the corner, this round would have been a different story, but AK caught off guard, and CS Leaf with some nice shots, and the fake TP across sold it. What a round from CS Leaf.
Sugar already getting pressure, has to jump back into the Viper util. Shooting through all of that smoke to try and find the Wright State member, but
Spike planted.
they will not be able to find anything before the Viper util goes down and the plant goes down with it. Summer opens things up, finding that ever-elusive jet. Gio wasn't ready for the swing from window. A few low health bars for Wright State, but that shouldn't matter terribly much.
Shadows traveling.
Got the plant down, all 5 members up, 3 members, they're split. That Chambers retreated back very far. Ooh, Topaz dancing around, will find AK. Chunk Walrus finds 2 though, but he is out of time. And that will be Wright State moving to map point. And 2 are taken out by the spike.
Match point.
Wright State have the better economy coming into map point, up 12-8. The Eagles have attempted a similar comeback before, had no luck on Haven. Have to see if they have any better luck here on Breeze. Now, the Spike hasn't made any drastic movements yet. Now working over to A site as Wright State try to close things up. Shio is pressing deep, but Sugar is the one who opens things up. Summer is straight on the opposite side of the map. Sugar did get hit by the suppression. Well, CS Leaf is spotted by the drone, but Tubby will take down Sugar. That's a big piece off the board, and that's another one. 4-2 is the main advantage, and Summer wants to keep things going. This is Wright State's map, one of our favorite maps to see him play on. And this is almost
planted.
certainly going to be their map as well. Chonk Walrus, no Odin this time, just a rifle, just a Vandal. It's him all alone, and he cannot get it done
Attack.
this time against CS Leaf. And Wright State take map 3, 13-8, and move to series point division champion point. Another fantastic showing, another 30K bomb from Summer on that Viper.
Beautiful. Beautiful from Summer. I mean, yeah, what do you expect from Summer on Viper there? But I do want to give Sugar the shout out he deserves. 8 first bloods, a lot of rounds. He definitely impacted throughout the whole game, and it just wasn't meant to be when you have Summer dropping 30 in your game. Like, I don't know what to do.
And Wright State are now 1 map away from being division champions here in spring 2026. Next will be Pearl, the next map we're headed to. Will Wright State claim their championship, or will the Eagles force a map 5? Don't go away, the answer is just around the corner. Welcome back, Raider Nation. Your Wright State Raiders are one map away from the divisional championship and auto-qualifying to the national championship. Once again, I am RJ, joined by Jabub, as we head to map 4 with your Wright State Raiders, taking a 2-1 series lead off of a fantastic map on Breeze. But now we head to Pearl, as Wright State still once again staying on the defensive side to start this one out. Besides the Killjoy for Topaz and the Neon for Window, a lot of new faces on this Wright State lineup, huh, Jabub?
Yeah, definitely. From last time they played Pearl, they switched their comp, which I think they did that to anticipate Mary watching some VODs from, or just watching to see on Valorant track to see what comps they used, and yeah, they swapped it out, and with instead of Topaz on the Sage as the solo Sentinel, they've opted for a double Sentinel comp with Vito, Killjoy, and CS Leaf still staying on his Astra, his one and only true main, but as I would like to say, and Summer on the Fade. So definitely a different comp coming out here from Wright State. Might catch them off guard, as we have Sugar back on the Phoenix for the side of Mary Washington, and AK back on the Chamber, but yeah, definitely might catch them off guard. This is a very stall post-plant comp from here, from the side of Wright State.
Placing sentry.
We'll be able to see how well those post plants work there from. Once again, they are starting on defense.
I've never played Vito on this map, but that trip is very interesting from Tubby. I think it's going to grab a player up, and it's going to make them levitate from the ground so they can't aim straight. I would love to see if someone crosses that trip later in this game, but that's very interesting.
There is somebody making their way down that stretch. Just keep our eyes on that. Right now, most of the chaos seeming to happen around mid. The Eagles were thinking about an A-site push, but they've since thought better of it. And now, just Tubby defending this B-site so far. But the pistols are not enough for either side to get it done. And he gets pinned behind the wall, thanks to that util you were noting earlier.
Here.
I thought it would levitate him off the ground, and it didn't. It's just not high enough, but
It's slightly disappointing, but we'll slow this down a little bit. And Tubby, that's the first kill of this map 4 here. Chunk Walrus going for the plant, but Topaz takes out Sugar, and the plant is getting destroyed here by Wright State. It might be a flawless pistol round to open things up. That'll be an easy defuse.
Thanks.
And you said this was going to be a post-plant comp, and Wright State are showing just how effective that can be here in the first pistol round. Flawless for the Raiders.
what a tether from Summer on the retake. I mean, you have the chaos of Sugar being low, the bomb being planted, and a perfect tether on the swing from Topaz that doesn't let Chunk get out of the site and get into safety, and it's just gunned down. I mean, beautiful util from every aspect of that Wright State retake, and just going into the round, the trip, the Topaz, Molly's, everything. Beautiful.
The Eagles seem to be attempting the same mid-push towards A that they attempted at the start of the last round. Haven't been able to find anything as of yet. Might be looking for a similar pivot towards B site.
Found them.
Might be walking straight into the jaws of Topaz here. He is able to find 2! Almost finds 3!
1 HP.
Chunk lives on 1 HP. but AK will not be as lucky. 1 HP and a dream for AK. Now, let's Chonk, excuse me, he's down to 1 HP. And Shio's not
One enemy
doing
remaining.
much better. Is getting healed up.
Spike
The
down
Chonk is
A.
spraying down. And Summer and CS Leaf will handle the rest. Only 1 death in the opening round, in the opening 2 rounds for Wright State.
Yeah, and it's on the top frag of Topaz, just playing
Going
this
Astro,
mid
guys.
very well, being patient, even playing a counter,
That'll work.
playing the counter to the Sugar's flashes and just hiding around that corner and waiting for the flash to go off the peak instead of peeking into the flash.
Right there.
It's beautiful from Topaz, and I mean this comp has definitely looks like it's caught them off guard.
So far it's been another slow start, just like we saw in Breeze for the Eagles. Looks like an all-out A-site push. Sugar does find the opening kill this time though. Window! Tried to jump through that kill. Not able to find
Last
anything
player
that
standing.
time, and the rest of his team getting flanked here. All down to Tubby as
Spike
Tolej
planted.
gets the easy plant off. It's going to be very hard for Tubby to come back here, down 1v4, and nobody willing to give him any shot except maybe Tolej. Tolej jumps out. Now, Tubby, though, keeps cooking, but he's running out of time here. He's done very well so far, but odds are just too much against him. AK finishes things off, and the Eagles are on the board.
Yeah, I mean, Wright State's bonus, I mean, you can't be mad that you lost that. You did have the weaker weaponry, and now you have Tolej opting to keep
That's
the
a good
Stinger.
spot.
What is kind of odd for the side of Mary, and we'll see how Tolej uses the Stinger, but I mean, you have a pretty good push going to this A with Window with not a judge, surprisingly.
Yeah, no judge this time. Does get some damage down on the offense, but he's able to scare them off of A site. As the spike starts to rotate back towards mid. Spotted by that drone, suppressed down by it. AK once again getting started. Down A site, though CS Leaf catches Sugar off guard, evening things out. Window knows exactly where they are. He's in the box very well. He's able to take one, and CS Leaf trades him out. Ozizo eventually tracks him down. Tolej going for the plant.
Spike planted.
2v2 post-plant situation with Summer and Topaz trying to
Last
back
player
in favor
standing.
of the Raiders, but Tolej finds Summer. It's all down to the top fragger so far in this map for Wright State. Try and avoid their very small lead.
enemy
Collapsing.
remaining.
He's able to get the
My
swing down
ultimate is
onto
ready.
Tolej. But it's 1v1 between him and Shio. Shio jumps out to get Topaz off, but Shio is running out of time. Does
Imagine
get
if I
halfway,
died right now.
but he will get it no further. The Eagles tie everything up after Topaz just couldn't pull off the 1v2.
Yeah, great round, just being patient in main and not over peeking or wide swinging to let Topaz get a free kill. That way, I mean, you have Topaz who it's just time. You just use the time very well against Topaz, and it just wasn't a chance at all. But Wright State going into kind of a bad bot here. CS Leaf makes a mistake and goes too far.
Some Summer trying to swing on them.
Last
He's
player
coming out,
standing.
even with them flashed. And everything has come crumbling down for the Raiders. It's all only Topaz, with no members of Mary Washington left up. This, even with Telej on barely any health, this should be Mary Washington's round and
Spike
the lead
planted.
for them here in map 4.
Yeah, I don't think Topaz will like Chonk here, but kind of slow clear, kind of ready, but Chonk gets the better of him.
It's a flawless round for the Eagles. They respond to Wright State's 2 straight with a 3 straight of their own. And now they do have 4 ults up before Wright State can get only one. Only Topaz's Killjoy.
Yeah, this is a really good map for Teo ults for Shizo, especially where currently Window is playing in the A spot. It's kind of hard to get out of there once you ult site, and then you can missile the dugout, and it's kind of over for a Window there. But they opt for a kind of a default play where 2 mid, 2 on B, and 1 the bomb towards the back of A.
Defense
Trap
is
destroyed.
held back. No deep lurks. Tell you once again, defending B sites. But the main push seems to be coming from mid. Topaz is there once again to try and prevent it. Shizo just gets spotted by He's trying to hop around to keep himself alive, but Topaz is the one getting chunked down.
Joke's over.
Watching this is definitely going to be the site they're pushing onto now. CS Leaf spotted in the back of
Watch
it.
your eyes.
Sugar has to walk through the util to get there.
Spike
Otherwise,
planted.
we'll get the plant off. 5v5. This is anywhere Wright State's going to need to be able to show off the benefits of this post-plant team. Definitely where they're going to want to do it. Time's ticking down, and Telej gets 2 to open things up. Some are trying to find something below. Now, some are working towards there. Might have a good angle, but CS Leaf is down. Does
player
find
standing.
1, but will find nothing more. The post point does not go the way of the Raiders. Instead, the Eagles
Weapon
double their
choice.
lead.
It is so personal, no? You pick, I can buy for you. My treat.
Yeah, just unfortunate for Summer in the back of sight. He could have gotten both. It was just unfortunate spray there for Summer, and that mid crunch. So it was pretty good by the likes of Mary Washington as the Teleg Molly into that connector spot forced Topaz off the angle, and they just got the site for free pretty much.
Wright State might be facing an A-site push here. They do have defenders on that side of the map to meet it. So far, nothing as of yet. The spike seems to be rotating away. Topaz, though, finds AK. Gets the better of him in the 1v1 in mid. Now, Window lurking with his Judge. They're looking in the city room, but Window swings them. He'll find 1 and find half of Chunk Walrus before being taken out.
Fight it!
Now the spike has come
Right
all the
there.
way back over to the A site.
Right there!
The Astro Wall is up to try
Where
and
are
help with
Mark
this,
1.
but Telej finds CS Leaf.
30 seconds left.
Slightly running out of time in Topaz. Bad timing. Allows Chonk Wall to get him out, but Summer's on
Last player
sight!
standing.
But can't get the kill
Spike
before
planted.
needing to reload. All down to Tubby now. 1v3. Spike is planted. He's slowly coming on the site, but somebody right on the other side of that box waiting for him. Shizo won't even give his teammate the chance. Wright State lose 5 straight.
You think they're worried? I think they're worried.
Still have 4 ultimates up, though. It was just CS Leaf's Astro Wall used there.
Yeah, I think that Astro Wall kind of hurt them more than they helped what they thought originally. Especially with the tether coming out from Summer that hit to leg earlier, and they couldn't follow up on it since it was walled off, and also getting Opaz not the room to fight or the visibility to help the trade teammates from the art position. It's kind of an awkward wall, and I think it just hurt them more than helped them, but...
He's seeing issues with a relatively newer team comp strategy! Tubby would almost doubled up there, lining up the heads, but he's still able to get 1. Spike is still in the vicinity of A. Window is there with the judge. CS Leaf pausing to try and get some util up. Window still waiting to be swung on. But after that excitement from Tubby trying to complete the 1v2.
Careful now. Go ahead. Stand your ground.
In the inside push, coming down in the back of the site. Shizo does find CS Leaf with that.
30 seconds
Topaz will even things up. Someone runs
Spike
through,
planted.
but right past
player
Shizo. Now it's all up to Window. He will find 1.
Here we go!
But he's still got a long way to go with the plant down, trying to find Shizo with his ultimate. But in trying to just
One
swing
enemy
right on the
remaining.
sugar, will find him. That's a
Shotgun.
1-1 between him and
The bomb's not planted for Shizo.
he's defusing it right now. Got it at least halfway! And Window will pull it off!
Clutch.
Massive clutch from
Try that
Window
again. I
to
dare
finally get the Wright State Raiders back in gear. He's letting them hear it with that horn that they can't hear. But Wright State Raiders, just when it looked like they might be dropping their 6th in a row, Window clutches up and immediately forces a timeout from the coach substitution. They swapped in Coach Death for Coach Sandy, which is not as cool of a name as Death, but we'll take it. But 1 round is all it took, and timeout gets popped here.
Yeah, I mean, you invested that tail, got the tail kill, got rid of the Astra, and Window comes back and wins a 1v3. It's... I mean, you still broke the economy of Wright State here. I mean, even though Wright State won the round, we're investing Outlaw Light Shield, Guardian Light Shield, and CS Leaf can't buy anything better than a Bulldog, so... And while you're here at Mary Washington with 3 ults and definitely healthy enough economy to buy it, I guess they're just looking for a game plan here, or probably going to use that Sugar ult with the Phoenix and take a site here, but we'll see what they do after that timeout. I mean, they've been pretty good off these timeouts. I don't think they've lost a round off a timeout, really. Maybe once this whole series, and they've taken every single timeout that they possibly could, so.
Yeah, they did have that one in map 1
Wrong going
that
up.
didn't work out very well at all. Besides that, they have used them pretty well. Now it looks like another
Missile deployed.
big push. Window, though, starts to poke holes in that idea. Topaz
Grenade out.
doubles up alongside him.
This is not the way you want to be if you're Mary Washington.
Just trying to find Summer there in mid, but Summer's not giving him an inch.
Flash!
This push has not worked out very well at all yet. Sugar gets hit by the Astra util. Trying to muscle his way onto the site here, but he is swung on by the might of Wright State.
Last player standing.
And they're getting slowly whittled away. Wright State might be able to complete a perfect round
30 seconds
out
left.
of the Eagles' timeout. It's all up to Talej to try and avoid that reality. But he is pinned back here in a little corner in mid with no good way out. Window's the first to swing on him, and they'll just take turns poking him down. That will be a flawless round for Wright State. Drawing back within one.
I have so many questions.
There's a great poke and prod from Wright State. And you have the Astra util in mid.
Alarm bot out.
The whole round they were just getting chip damage. Like Sugar and Long off the round. I think it was Tubby that got damage on the Sugar, like 10 HP, and had to heal up, and then couldn't go anywhere mid. So I'm surprised that he invested that Phoenix ult, but I think they are in this.
Sugar is pushing up towards A site with the spike still behind back near.
What? Find it!
Dump onto this A site.
Haven't been able to find any kills, but that's come down. A lot of ults being used. AK eventually finds but Summer finds one ahead of him and then immediately switches to a 6. Now looking to try and get another one, but tries to play it safe for now.
One
And eventually
enemy
just gets
remaining.
swung on, but the rest of his team
Spike
avenges
down
him. 2v1 now for Wright State. Sugar has the spike. Retreating, is advancing back into the defender. Spawn
enemy
and
remaining.
does catch CS Leaf. There'll be a 1v1 between him and Window. As the spike heads towards B, should be able
30
to get
seconds left.
planted without issue. Hasn't decided to plant it yet. Trying to find Window. Window was able to pick up a Odin for himself. Here comes the plant.
Spike
now.
planted.
Window's still trying to make his way towards B. Trying to find him. Sugar is
This way!
go, go, go! The walls do come down. Ooh! Shot does come down to take some HP from Window, but he doesn't need it! The Odin finds Sugar, and Window will find the round to tie things up here on map number 4.
I pick an Odin up and get dinked to 42 HP. I mean, I'm expecting the Vandal to win that fight. I mean, Sugar was on 100 HP, like, pretty much full, and the Window was just an Odin. Call him Brock. he is here with this Odin, and he's insane. You can't get him.
You want to play? Let's play.
All of those ults were dumped. But that wasn't good enough to get the round win for the Eagles.
Can't use that.
Now,
Bring them down.
timeout does not seem to have worked out for them
Locating
this
targets.
time. So the score is now tied. Shizo's trying to fake like it'll be an A push, but the rest of his team is rotating back over to B site, where only Tubby stands to defend it. Well, the ult has been popped by the Eagles chamber.
Joke's over! You're dead! Snap trip.
Tubby on one of his own. Summer will force Sugar to use the ult. Phoenix ult. Summer is able to try and retreat back.
I killed him!
CS Leaf finds one, and the Killjoy being popped here by Wright State to try and buy them some room.
Bulldoze Roger.
Shizo
30
still has
seconds
the
left.
angle to take out CS Leaf. The spike still has not been planted. Window doesn't
Last
know
player
that
standing.
Shio's still back there. Now it's all down to Topaz. As the Eagles run towards A site, they will definitely have
10
enough
seconds
time
left.
to get that planted.
Spike planted.
Now it's Topaz trying to 1v3 against a chamber ult and little to no util. Alarm bot did spot him out. Topaz going on a hunt here,
Was
but
that
he's
their
not
best?
aware that
How
AK
embarrassing.
has his 6. The lead goes back
Last
into
round
the
before the
hands
switch.
of Mary Washington.
That works.
Last round of the half. You have a Astral Wall available, and yeah, nothing for the side of Mary Washington, but the guns for the side of the Raiders are not the best. I mean, you have Topaz with the Stinger, or 2 Spectres now for the side, and now we get a late tech pause from Mary Washington.
Yes, altogether our 3rd tech pause. Apparently, Discord is broken. Okay, so at least it's not an issue, a hardware issue this time. It's just the Discord channel they're all in is having issues.
Yep, it's the classic Discord where it's a million ping in the Discord, and I've had this a couple times before in a match, and it's been crazy. I've had Discord calls where it's delayed a lot, but as we go back into the round quickly,
At least these tech pauses have been relatively easy to deal with. The Wright State trying to bring the... This is the last round of the half. The Wright State Raiders trying to have things be all tied up as we go into their attacking half, but every single map so far, the
Locating
first
targets.
half has ended in 7-5. Let's see if we can go 4-4-4, or not. I wouldn't. AK only finds the alarm bot that time, but Topaz finds their 6 and is able to keep himself alive. Window also keeps things running. Tubby. Everyone's getting a kill here this round for Wright State. And the offense has been totally dismantled here at the end of the half.
There.
Just to ledge with the spike.
Suppress it.
30 seconds
Preston
left.
won't find anybody. AK and to ledge
Here.
is trying to find anyone out. They will flash Topaz and they will swing into him. Some are trying to...
13 seconds.
Yeah, they're running out of time.
10 seconds left.
Just trying to push their way onto A site, but Summer and Window are still defending
One
it.
enemy
Flash comes
remaining.
down, but Summer will completely dismantle it. It'll be all even.
Switching
Heading
sides.
into the half.
There.
Wright State, this will be the first time, like I said, in this series that the half will be equal instead of 7-5. So far, neither team has had a single standout player. It's been team efforts on both ends.
It kind of is like the first map where, I mean, Summer doesn't have 20 kills yet. I mean, and only 9 and 8 not at the top of the scoreboard. You have a new tops for both teams, and Shizo and Topaz. I mean, maybe just play the long game. I mean, it's tied up. I mean, anything can happen now. As we're probably going to see a push from Mary Washington with this Phoenix KO combination.
They are indeed trying to push through on defense. Behind Wright State, they see somebody. Oh, double stun from Sugar.
Spike
We'll
down
find
A.
both with the Phoenix stun. Window will find one, but Sugar will deal with him as well.
No charges left.
Looking for the ace now in the 4v2. Wright State have won at least three straight pistol rounds, but Shock Walrus though has their
I set the
six once
punishment
again.
on them.
And Wright State dropped that pistol round and lead back in favor of Mary Washington. This is reminding me of map 2 where Wright State get close and close and close, but they just can't pull ahead.
Yeah, but I just want to ask Mary Washington what they put in their water to be this good with a frenzy, because I don't understand it. Like, Sugar gets like 3 with it. The earlier they were getting, I think it was Tele got 2, and I've never found this much success with this gun.
Drone
Even
going
at,
out.
like even looking at a pro level, like there hasn't been much usage of this gun, and it's definitely working for the side of Mary Washington. As Sugar just pushes up and gets Summer.
Yeah, not the start that Wright State was looking for.
Launching missile.
The best we've seen Mary Washington is when Sugar is doing well, and he's off to a fantastic start. Here, Topaz can't win the extended 1v1 with Shizo. All right, State down 3v5 here, with the spike being moved back through mid towards the window. Exactly where Shock is, but can't find the kill. Still looking at him, but has Leaf and D for now. AK will find one before jumping away, and might find another here. Extended 1v1, he'll win. CS Leaf will find Shio, but you will find that nothing more. 2 straight for the Eagles.
Gosh, usually another, impactful in this, really impactful with this Teo missiles here. I mean, delaying the push on Art and just getting some free picks onto the Wright State Raiders. But yeah, Sugar, definitely 10 and 10. It does not feel like he is 10 and 10. It feels like he's gotten a lot more impact, especially this half.
Running through, trying to stun Wright State again. Can't find anything back this time. Wright State resume their push through A. Tubby finds the big kill, trying to go for more, but that time. And Sugar finds Wright State. He's gonna find them again as they just try to jump through that neon util. Topaz just walks right into Sugar.
Spike down A.
CS Leaf just trying to all by himself. We'll at least find Sugar. But we'll not find anything else besides that. That's 3 straight rounds to start the half for Mary Washington.
Yeah, it's looking like each team's map picks, they're looking pretty confident on and like doing really well in them. Like they picked the right maps for them to go into this best of 5 and make them down to the decider. If it keeps going this way, Mary Washington's dominance is they just win the bonus. And again, the last time we've seen Wright State win their bonus, it was kind of dominance for the rest of the half. Might see the same here from Mary Washington.
The last time we were on a Mary Washington, Camino gets hit by Sugar's stun again.
Careful now.
Phoenix is such a problem on this offensive side.
Going up.
Much of anything accomplished. Heal himself up right away.
Topaz making so much space, clearing out B. I mean, Wright State will probably get a plant here, get some plant money. I mean, post plant. You don't want to do post plant versus close range weapons like a Stinger or a Bandit that can just pop your head with 125.
Spike
Topaz
planted.
will guide them towards
Placing
the
swamp
open B
grenade.
site. Wright State are down a man with Summer on very low HP. Hopefully this can be over with Summer ready for AK to swing on him. Shizo spotted down low. Got a man at his side. Sugar has to pop his ult. But Shizo gets onto the site.
One enemy
It's
remaining.
caught trying to defuse. But now it's all down to Tubby once again. And he will be easily dealt with that time. It's 4 straight losses for Wright State, as the Mary Washington Eagles are now 3 away from sending us to a map 5.
Yeah, I mean, Shizo again, just the supporting Yuto on site and just to come in and
Checking the
get
situation.
the backstab kill on the Topaz has kind of secured the round. Kind of surprised that they didn't. Wright State needs to
Let's
figure
see
out
now.
AK is going to anchor or not, because that B side was pretty free for them on it.
Concealment.
He works right through, and Sugar once more. Does take a lot of damage, but he can patch himself right up. Spike is down near B site, before eventually being retrieved. Topaz is looking towards A, but defending. AK finds window with that AWP. Offense seems to yet again be stalling out as Topaz is dealt with on A site. It's all up to Summer and CS Leaf here. CS Leaf will find one at least. Plant will come down
planted.
as they will invest their Astral into this. It is 2v4 though. Summer though makes things a little bit more even. Summer keeps things going, and CS Leaf finds him walking through the ult! And he will double up with that same tactic. The Astral does pay off. And Wright State get their first round of the half.
I can't stress how enough that CS Leaf, the quick ult, just clutch every time. I mean, you have Summer and CS Leaf left in a clutch. Like, who else would you want alive? I mean, this whole team can do the same thing, but those two specifically is just insane to watch. And I think Mary Washington missed that timing there. I think Leg was trying to flash through Shizu through the smoke, and she just went too early. And it all wraps from there.
What a pretty offensive push from the Eagles here on A site. They have 4 people over there at the moment, but Wright State have not committed to that yet. In fact, they seem to be taking the spike to the opposite end. So far, no action. But the spike is definitely heading through pretty much undefended
Blocking
mid
vision.
towards B site, where only the Eagles chamber
destroyed.
lies in wait. Did have window in his sights, but wasn't able to pull the trigger. As Summer goes for the plant with every member up, but CS Leaf had Sugar right there, but Sugar, just when you thought you had a good angle on him, he was going to be caught unawares. Finally taken out that time though by Tubby. Tubby doubles up, and Topaz takes out Shiyu. Summer keeps things rolling. It's all down to Chonk now. Down to AK on that chamber with the AWP. I think he'd much rather try and save it here, but he will not be allowed the luxury. Window finishes him off with the judge. Wright State starting to build some momentum here. Still down 2 in map 4.
Still want to say, if CS Leaf isn't there, I don't think they win that round. You have 3 people going flank. Even though he didn't get a kill, so much info was gained with that. So Tubby and Topaz reacted by Topaz pushing up into that connector spot, getting a pick, and Tubby getting 2 flank. I mean, CS Leaf still won the round, even though CS Leaf didn't get a kill. I also want to point out that the Raiders can't stop this A push. Like, you have of 4 agents that can get this orb every round, and it's almost impossible for them to get this A space. And I think the Raiders need to either choose if they want to fight it every round with trying to combat the Tahoe missiles, the Phoenix flashes, and the Astra util, and sometimes the KO util, or they just ignore it and go for the solo anchor on AK on B, and it seems to be working. But as we see, Mary Washington's going to keep getting this A space and getting this orb every time. That's how good they have been getting all these ults.
Quick.
Wright State might have found their footing here on offense.
But as I say this, Mary Washington does not push A for the first time, and Wright State chooses to try to fight it.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, Wright State have just completely ignored that. They're going for A.
Like, they're already in.
Yeah. The mid-push does not work out at all for Mary Washington. It'll be an easy plant for Wright State, and it'll be a 5v5 retake. Seems to be where they've had the most luck recently. Topaz swings through, can't find anything, but finds some, is able to find Sugar. That's a big kill right there, as CS Leaf will double up, taking out AK and Shizo. Chuck Walrus
Enemy remaining.
will take one down, but Tubby had a great angle on him, taking his flank. Now it's all down to Delegy. But he will immediately rush into the heart of the Wright State offense, and the Raiders are back within 1.
Yeah, the Raiders are so down for that round. I mean, the game plan went exactly how they planned, other than they face no pressure. And if they face no pressure, it's like, oh, it's free. So we get a bomb site for free, and off the timeout, Mary Washington, the Eagles, just made the wrong call. I mean, you can't really completely predict everyone, but it was an unfortunate risk that didn't lead to the reward.
Going up.
So trying to find some momentum here. It's a deep push on the defense for B site, and they will benefit with finding Tubby. The spike is still in mid, but the defense appears to be pretty strong here as they look to push towards A site. AK might be catching Summer unawares here. He will. Summer will take one before
One
going
enemy
down to
remaining.
AK. Will double up. CS Leaf will find Sugar, but he is now all alone.
Can he do it again? He has the Astral Wall, but there really isn't a point to do it now.
Yeah, he doesn't have the spike down, and doesn't have a good way onto either site. 1v3, just about impossible at this point. Even with their KO on low HP, he's got no idea where anybody is.
30 seconds left.
Does have time still, but we'll find Telegy. There's something, but take shelter behind that wall. Unaware there's somebody else on that site. AK will squash the hopes of Raider Nation to try and win that one with a CS Leaf clutch.
I can buy for you. My treat.
The lead's starting to be rebuilt here just a little bit, and now 2 away for the Eagles.
Shizo can't really buy up to that much in this round, and the Raiders can full buy, so still the Raiders coming in with the advantage here. And I think the more powerful ult in Topaz, but I mean, Teleg's ult could be game changing also, but Window
Finds Shank Walrus, who was armed with the Odin.
now they have a free B site, and they don't even know it yet.
I'm out of
I
here.
think they just figured that out. Well, they're about to figure that out once Window jumps in here and finds absolutely nobody. This will be an easy plant in B.
Spike planted.
Ooh, Topaz in mid! Can't find Shizo. So it'll be a 4v4
Come on, let's
take
go!
scenario.
Going up!
Sugar's always dangerous. He will avenge AK, but we'll have to burn his
Watcher
ultimate
expire.
as Summer takes him down. 3v3. Mr. President coming
One enemy
down,
remaining.
but 2 kills come onto the board. Shizo picked up that Odin.
Well,
The timer's
lived a
ticking down. Wright State know the time is on their side. Summer swings! And he knocks it out of the park. Wright State are back within 1.
We have plenty of time, oh.
Great
Here
post
and
plant. I mean, you have
And now.
Cubby, CS Leaf, and Summer just all stalling with the Asher util, the Fade util, and it's insane to see as CS Leaf's now at the top of the scoreboard for the Raiders.
Wright State still battling here in this one. Trying
Covering
to
it.
come from behind here in map 4 to take the whole series.
Go, go, go!
Looking for another B site push. AK is still defending it.
You should run.
Attacker Killjoy is coming down. Try and
This way!
pressure the Eagles off of the site. Window pops in. 3 players get detained. This time he should be able to get the plants here in
Nice
window.
try.
Of one of the easier kills he's ever had onto the detained AK. Now Wright State have the man advantage.
Missile deployed.
So we'll have to patch himself up.
Eyes!
Runs into there, does get 3 stuns, but he'll only get 1.
Last
Summer
player
keeps
standing.
things going. And the retake will mow over the Eagles. We're all tied up once again at 11.
I can't get any better than taking sight so free. I mean, you have a KJ ult going down and detaining 3. I was surprised that AK tried to push through and TP back, and his TP was still in the ult. It was you can't really fast flood or anything when 3 of your players to detain, so it's kind of unfortunate for the side of Mary, but really fortunate for the side of Wright State, as now Mary don't really have weapons this round to play with.
Face your fear!
Very similar to that team score-wise, but Wright State pushing all out on the B side again!
Take it
Window jumps through with the judge. CS Leaf going for the plant, AK up high, but he
Spike planted.
has nothing but smoke to look at. I'm not sure if Wright State... Summer's looking right at him, and Summer will deal with him accordingly, though. Shio will avenge his comrade. Wright State still at the 4v2 after Window finds more pay dirt with that judge.
One enemy
Window
remaining.
comes through with 3K, make that 4K for Window as Wright State are 1 round away
Point.
from taking the division championship. But above, this is looking very similar to map 2, where you thought that Wright State was down and out of it. They come all the way back to make it 12-11. We can only hope for this time we'll get a different outcome.
Yeah, maybe close it out. So go to another overtime. I mean, this is all do or die for Mary Washington. They have 3 ults to play with. And Wright State just have Windows ult to play with as they go back to this pushing A and just trying to get this orb, but the smoke from CS Leaf kind of dissuades Sugar from staying in that position.
I have the spike.
The championship on the line for both of these teams. A-Site does appear to be the push, but A-Site is also where 3 members of the Eagles stand watch. And Wright State will think better of it, rotating back into their spawn with B in their sights.
This is so tense from Wright State. They're trying to take it very carefully.
Window, though. Window's jumping through! Will keep himself alive to find Window, but will be traded out by Teleji. The rest of his team, though, are rushing on to B, but Topaz finds him to his back. The Phoenix ult's flushed out. And it's 4v2 for the Raiders. CS Leaf going for the plant. AK down low.
Planted.
AK down low and nowhere to look. You see someone behind that crate. Sugar jumps through. Will find one and AK will find another, but CS Leaf with CS Leaf will get it done. And Wright State are your divisional champions and are going to nationals.
What a game. Doesn't force another overtime. Just beautiful shots from the Raiders. I mean, CS Leaf, Summer, and Window having an absolute game.
CS Leaf and Window getting 20 Ks. Summer right behind him at 19. It was a team effort throughout this entire map 4. And after going to map 4 for this best of 5, your Wright State Raiders come out of it with the divisional championship, and they will see you at the national tournament.
It's insane how they got here. I mean, they beat the opponent that beat them in the regular season. They even I think they got first in their division just barely, and they come back and just dominance through the whole playoffs. I mean, they only dropped the only scare was the map 3 and was it semifinals?
Yeah.
In overtime, that was the only scare, and this time they took care of business, only dropping one map that wasn't even their map pick.
Yeah, a map that they had barely ever played. Like, I don't think they played at all during the rest of the entire semester. That was the only one they dropped, and it was dicey here on Pearl, but that was what? That was 7 out of the last 8 to clutch it up and win when you were down, like, what, 10-6?
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, well, they're going to nationals. I don't know when that is. I think it's in a couple weeks, but it's insane how far this team has gone. Adding Topaz back in this semester and changing even their comp for this Pearl last minute, and it's working. And yeah, but would like to give condolences to Mary Washington. Had a hard-fought game here, and like to applause to them for playing a good game.
They pushed our Raiders to their limits, no doubt about it, but that is going to be all she wrote from us here at Wright State, I believe. We don't have anything else on the...
I got nothing else.
All right, well, this has been RJ and Jabub with the Wright State eSports Center saying so long. Thank you so much for a fantastic semester, and we will see you at the national tournament. Raider up!